Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please hold while our technical director slowly figures out a way forward. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, holy shit, children of all ages, we are the Two Sided Pod. We're here every Tuesday. That's right, folks, every week, same time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, John. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich, Meanwich, Sandwich time. If you
Well, howdy. Well, howdy.
John, slowly but surely. That was the best. That was the best landing I think we've ever had.
I agree. I agree. It's better to be early than to be late.
It's better to be. I was just trying not to have any dead air time, for the people watching at home, and then I forgot to hit the. It's timing is everything. It's like a learned. What do they call it?
Habit.
No, I don't believe in those.
I meant in the drug kind.
Oh, oh no! I have a guy for that. Trust me. John. Where does the time go?
That's a good question. It seems like it was just 7 days ago that it was Tuesday and we were starting a podcast.
Yeah, it's it's like writing an
Unicorn?
obituary. No, that's writing an obituary. Riding a bike. That's better.
Yeah, that is better.
Oh, okay. Let's reset this. Holy shit, John. Okay. Folks, we are the Two-Sided Pod. All right, welcome to the show. Close your mouth, John. Nobody likes when you do that. Nobody likes when you do that either. You're scaring the kids. Stop. No, nope. All right, back to you, John, in the studio.
Well, howdy.
Jesus.
We do have some people in the stereo streets. We have some people on the YouTube viewing. Are they streets over there? Do they have streets in the YouTubes?
No, they have avenues of disdain. It's like a dark alley, but more pointed with its comments.
I mean, you said disdain, right? Like a hep Danish person.
Yeah, Dad, what else do you think I was talking about? Cool, dude.
We got a packet to pop, and I say we just, jump into it.
Yeah, there's no time like the present, John. We got to get our footing somehow, so I agree.
Sprinkling spices, stories told, fortune favors, ration bold, shake the plate until there's gold. Seeds and soil give birth to an apparition, a misty vapor vision, over and over and again. We sew threads together as far as the eye can see, regardless of whether there's opportunity to reap the rewards of any bounty. Our dreams are as fertile as we want them to be. There's only our hurdle if we just choose to see. The world is a battle on a black and white war, branded like we're cattle, always hoping for more. Glimpse behind the curtain, through the final door, haunted and uncertain, will we ever see shore? Fever fantasy, spectacle sublime, Mr. Mystery, outside space and time. Ending draws near, one hell of a ride, hopefully sear to the other side. Playing our part, granting part, softening heart, while most heart eyes blink, the very next, where first will circle the whole.
Wasn't that one of the Wiggles songs from their first album?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big hit. Yeah. I couldn't
was-
fall. That was a lot. You came at me hard with that one, Dub.
That was amazing.
It was amazing, but you just gave it to us. Jesus, man. Looking for some lighthearted fun. Speaking of lighthearted fun, Mona Lisa, what's up, girl? How you doing? How you doing?
Yo.
Dub, you know we love you. You know I bust balls with the best of them. Let's do a shot to Dub. Raise your glass, folks. Lower your expectations. Bink, bink, bink.
Like
Cheers,
ow.
bud.
Cheers.
All right, buddy.
You ever notice when you hit the shot glass on the table for the first time, you got to look around and make sure, like, okay, what's jostled? What will be jostled? What has been jostled? Okay.
What kind of Jenga situation are you working with over there, John? Are you stacking plates and cutlery around you? Are you having subpoenas?
It's a chest.
All of these restraining orders around me. I keep them built like walls of my fortress. No restraining order will stop my love, I will say to the judge at my next court hearing, which turns out is Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond, because we're here to judge. John, tell them what they want.
A chest, which all my stuff is on.
There you go. Very, very literal. You can't ask a ginger a literal question and be upset when he gives you a literal response.
It could be worse. I could give you an actual response, which is the exact opposite, and then we'd be super ironic around here.
We'd never get anywhere, John. We got to kick this pig and make it squeal, bud.
Let's pop that packet and squeal that pig.
There you go. There you go.
Sometimes you just got to ask yourself, what will be jostled?
Right. And then, folks, proceed to a jostle. Let's get a jostling, John. Let's get a jostling.
Let's get a jostling. Well, howdy.
I wouldn't call it jostling. I'd call it more like bone rattling. It's just like a soul shattering sound. And you dress like you dance like a 70s convict who just made it out on parole and who can't wait to get to that school zone.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete, only getting started in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two Sided, a live recorded podcast where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the fun and the serious.
Yeah, John, the me and the you, okay? The right and the wrong, the give and the take, the push and the pull, the yin and the yang, the ebb and the flow, the tug and the of war, the man and the of war, the boat and the of war. John, are you catching a theme happening here?
I believe I can.
like Method Man and Red Man. No, way too cool. More like Barney and Fred. There you go.
Hey.
Batman and Robin. Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
I was wondering for the last several times, you're like Barney and Rubble. I'm like, that's the same guy.
Right? Hey, wait a minute. John, you don't know how he identifies? That's the thing. If they did a reboot of the Flipstones? It's called the Flipstones. We identify with a PMF now. You got to accept them. They're from the Stone Age, but they're very progressive.
Yeah.
It's a living.
Oh, poor guy. My boy Pete. I like to start each episode with a general check-in. My boy Pete, how you feeling?
Hey, John, I like to slow things down and make them a little weird and awkward when I ask, how you doing? John, have you ever been in a Turkish prison? John, you ever been in a men's locker room? You know that smell? John, you ever seen no, okay. How am I doing? John, I'm on the cusp of something great or horrible. Something epic. Yes, I'm going to say something epic. One way or another. It's just which end of the spectrum it's going to be epic on. I don't know, but I feel close to a breakthrough or breakdown or breaking something or being broken. You break it, you bought it. John, it's very close to spending a lot of money on my poor choices. John, what I'm trying to get at is I'm like potential energy. I'm the big stupid rock at the top of a hill. All I need is a little nudge to get going, rolling down the side of the mountain. I can be kinetic, and then there's no stopping me. But yeah, it's just that specific the jump off point. Where is that? Who knows, John? We're almost there. You're gonna read about it somewhere in a news article, in one of your shorts, a single source, or you'll have to. Your kids will read about it in the annals of history. Do you mean the annals? No, John. I mean the butthole of history, where the worst of the worst go to tell their stories.
Let me get this straight. So you're getting close to a break of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go from potential to kinetic.
Mm-hmm.
There's some place called the butthole of history.
Is this news to you, John? Where did you go to school? I'm 99 point, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's actually run by one of the Smithsonian branches. It's like air and space, history, butthole history, or they call it the annals because they're classy over there. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean it's on the mall. It's on the Washington Mall somewhere. It's next to the lids in the Washington Mall, the Foot Locker, between the lids and the hot dog on a stick.
Is it near that? Is it near that big memorial, Washington Memorial?
Oh, you're talking about the top hat? That's Lincoln. Lincoln. This one?
No, skinnier, taller.
Skinnier and taller than Lincoln. Oh, Trump. Specimen.
No, I said a Blinken. Blinken.
I thought you said, "Hey, Blinken." No, that's my name, Blinken. Jesus, John.
Yes.
Good times. Good times were had by all.
Right, we got to. I'm glad you're doing, however you're doing. We got 2 pockets about.
I'm really glad you're doing something, and that something is taking place. Good on you.
Does John L. Peacock look like the kind of guy that just magically shows up when you're tripping balls, flipping your lid, and he's got a satchel of dried fruit, and he's standing a little bit too close?
Wait.
Just curious.
Way too close. Way too. How come you're wearing? But then he makes you feel so at home because he's wearing the same shirt pattern that your grandma had on her curtains in the den. So you're very, very set at ease. It's a beautiful thing.
We have something here for our special visitors. Would you like to have it?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sure. You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked? Joey, you ever hang around a gymnasium? Joey, you like movies about gladiators?
John. We have fun here. That's one of the reasons they don't let kids up in the cockpit anymore.
But then you get your wings. How are you going to get your wings if you don't go to the cockpit?
You go to confession.
Oh,
Yeah. Different path, but you'll still get to the same result.
well, speaking of a different path with the same result, it's time for our first trash can of iniquity down the stairwell of truth round.
John, you really got to work up some shit on your own, bud. Start trying your best at home. John, this is a segment where John tosses a big old trash can full of stupid down a stairwell of iniquity. Why is it iniquitous? Well, that's yet to be determined. Once it hits the ground, I'll pull out the trash at the bottom and try to make some semblance of what he's thrust upon us. John, take it away. Oy, oy, oy.
Well, anyone who's anyone knows that the first trash can of iniquity down the stairwell of truth round is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
Oh, now it's the stairwell of truth? Now we got to be honest? Yeah, I think I can do that, John. I'm ready. Start chucking. Start
my boy,
jostling, my friend.
here's a little jostle for you. My boy Pete, what is your favorite game show?
Ooh. Survivor. It's a real game show. I'll fucking fist fight anyone who wants to differ. Oh, you're gonna say Price is Right? All right, fair enough. But I'll put Jeff Probst up against Drew Carey any day of the week, or Bob Barker. He was a man's man. He is a man's man. That Probst, good guy.
So I thought you might say that, and you know what, Joe, I'm gonna give it to you. But so I had the follow-up being two different ones. Is okay. Well, this is a side note, just to make sure that you believe this. Is Survivor also reality TV?
Yes, but it's also so is Price is Right if they just kept the cameras running a little bit longer on Contestants Row.
Okay.
When Bob asks them about their hopes, dreams, and ambitions, and he brings them up on stage. That's a reality show. We don't care that you're from Birmingham. We don't give a shit that you're just visiting on your honeymoon. We just learn too much about you on this reality show called The Price is Right.
Okay. So with that in mind, the follow-up is what is your favorite non-reality TV game show?
Okay. I would go okay. I'm still going to be difficult with you. I'm going to go with Next Level Chef.
All right.
Because it's not reality, because you pick teams and you cook on different levels to earn a prize at the end, and you win shit by cooking good. By cooking good.
Yeah. No, I'll take it. No. There you go. A little ding, ding, ding for you. Next question, my boy Pete. Which game show host would you hang out with, living or dead?
Ooh. I'd say Alex Trebek.
Ooh, man. Ooh. Got to give you that one. This is not a follow-up, but I just want to know why.
Because he seems like he would have a lot of great stories. He was kind of a smart ass,
No.
and he was pretty funny. Just his personality in general seemed very. He didn't take any shit, and he was very witty. I appreciate that.
Now, are you talking about Alex Trebek or the SNL impersonation by Will Ferrell of Alex
No,
Trebek?
I'm talking about Alex Trebek. There was times when he called people out, and he was very like, "Aha," little snarky at people, which was funny because it was like, "Oh, seeing your grandpa be mean to someone," which was hilarious.
Right on. All right. What would you do? What, like, you get to pick the location and what y'all doing? You're gonna smoke a joint with him? You're gonna have dinner? You're gonna go see a movie?
Going to the strip club, first off. see what kind of tipper he is, just to see where he stands on the spectrum. Once you get a lay of that land, you take your new friends and you move on to a bar or an after-hours establishment where you can continue to drink and make new friends. Somehow, you end up in Vegas the next day at 3 p.m. Alex has lost his pants. He's worried about his mustache wax. That's where I put my good mustache wax. Totally blown out on coke. Just, John, it's going to be a great, great trip and one for the record books. Good thing he's dead, because I don't think he'd make it through the weekend.
Final question, my boy Pete. How do you personally know when the price is right? There's no such thing. It always feels like a good time to buy, John. I'm always in a purchasing mood. So the time is now. I say yes. I say spend it while you have. You can't take it with you when you go. The price is right. Buy now. You don't haggle. You don't do any of that. Dicker is.
I'll give you twice as much. What? 3 times? Nope. Half. What do you mean? I'm not good with numbers. You want a pizza? You want a back rub? What do you need? Puka shells? Blankets?
I think you would be better at bartering than actual haggling.
Oh, super good. Super good, John. I'll give you 3 of what I have in my left pocket for what you have in your one pocket.
The person you're speaking with has only one pocket.
It's a kangaroo, John. I'm in the outback. I'm trying to negotiate for a little roo, like the baby roo. But the
Joey,
kangaroo
no.
doesn't know what I have. He doesn't know what I have in my pocket, and that's the thing. 3 is more than 1, and that's what the kangaroo is thinking to himself, right? Simple
Planning
logic.
on child trafficking?
I wouldn't say that, John. I'm just trying to raise a small hopper in my image, John. It's not illegal, I don't think.
Not in the United States.
And technically, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure they can't prosecute you. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Okay? Ugh.
Yes, ignorance is actually the best defense. Works every time.
100%. If you're dumb enough, they'll let you go to a special hospital where they have really tight jackets.
And that's the end of our that one round. We got a couple of packets to pop.
Speaking of acting dumb, that's the end of that one round that we'd had to think about. All right,
Let's pap them pockets.
all right. Folks, if you got some paint chips at home, don't be afraid to pop them now. Slow down those brain cells and get on our level. Okay, John, popping packets as we speak.
Good evening, gentlemen. Waiting for the Mind Fox to get home. Hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. It's only going to get better. Bottoms up, guys.
Hell yeah. You're right. When in doubt, drink it out. John, raise your glass. Foxy, here's to you. John's raising. Bing, bing, bing. Ooh. Yeah, girl. That's true. You really shouldn't have one without the other.
I'd probably have to say Wink Martindale, because you know he's got the good barbiturates and lewds.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that is true. Who's the dude who, Richard, what's his name, John? He was on Family Feud. He was on Running Man. What's his name? Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson.
Yeah, he was the
I was
one.
gonna say Dreyfus. I knew it was a D, but yeah, I think you're right. Dawson.
That's Julie Louis, but yeah. He was the crazy guy who said it was like a secret agent and he was like a spy. He did all this weird shit. Who was the? No, I know wasn't Bob Crane involved in some sex shit with Richard Dawson, or did he? No, that was Dawson's Creek. That's what it was. Never mind.
Bob Odenkirk, I believe, played him in a movie.
Baba Booey was a good friend of Howard Stern's.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, so was Artie Lang, and we all know, how he's.
Right. Katie Lang music, not nothing to shake a stick at either, John.
I mean, better than Katy Perry's.
Steve Perry, pretty good. John, what's the outlook on the uptake, John? Anything good in your purview, my friend? He asks, hopefully, thinking the show might move on instead of this silly little charade we continue to play at.
Yes, but you cut out. No, we're good. Oh, I thought I was going to be echoing. No, we're actually good.
Perfect. So this is where you keep talking as you're doing the show.
Yeah,
You're doing so good.
I thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's just, because we're going to go into our first. Let's just pop the last two packets and call it at that. And we're gonna hit our first segment. It's gonna be fun. It's
Gonna be good. Keep it. Got it.
Chuck Barris on the Gong Show. All right.
All right. Bong.
John Peacock, your voice is very familiar. Have you been on TV at one time?
No, I just people have told me that many times I'm the voice within their head.
Like the Thin Man.
Why like the
Hollow
Thin
Man. Like the
like thinner?
like the Children in the Corn. Like the Gorillas in the Mist. Like all the evil things that come out at night. The things that go bump under your bed. That's the voice they hear.
Speaking of bump, we're going to talk about Bumpy Bob Barker.
Bumpy Bob Barker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was his nickname in high school.
Nice. Old Bumpy. Oh, golly. Geez, guys. Why are you calling me Bumpy?
It was all the acne, and then the scars left from the acne.
Yikes, pal.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, he had a great face. He looked like $1 million, like a game show host almost.
Well, I mean, plastic surgery does wonders.
Yeah, he did have a pretty nice set of tits on him.
Would you agree that he is the most iconic game show host?
Yeah, I guess. Chuck Woolery's up there.
Chuck,
Love Connection. Be back in 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Motherfucker had hand gestures. He was like his own gang. He was fucking affiliated. That guy. Oof. Yeah, I'll go with Bob Barker. Yeah, I'll Wink Martindale. But Bob Barker, I feel like is more, or Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak?
I'd like to buy a vowel. Why? Why did you say that?
I mean, okay, yeah, he's up there, but Chuck beats him, and Bob beats him.
I think we need to do I hope there's a study involved in your research, John. I hope we have the world's top 10. All right. You want me to start?
Oh no,
Bob Barker,
yeah.
William Howard Barker, was born in 1748. The child of Barbara Ann and Bobby Sue. Why Bobby Sue? Who's with an I. Because it made him tougher. His daddy left him when he was young. Turns out his daddy was Johnny Cash. John, oh, what a wicked web we weave when we let my boy Pete start to deceive. John, why don't you read the script and I'll shut the fuck up.
My boy Pete, I don't know. Have you seen documentaries about him? Because you were pretty close in a lot of that. So Robert William Barker born December 12th, 1923 in Durrington, Washington. And his father did leave him when he was really young because he died. And he lived with his mom till the 8th grade. Matilda, she's a teacher on the Rosebud Indian Reservation in Mission, South Dakota. And she remarried. The family moved to Springfield, Missouri.
And is that when he stopped living with her?
Well, so he left school early and as quick as he could, did go. So he wasn't living with her. He went to college and then to the Naval Reserve.
Okay. All right. Didn't want to go move with the new stepdad. So we went to college. Where'd you go to college? Do we know?
Yeah, it was Springfield's Drury College. That's it. It probably changed its name at that point. It was in the 40s on a basketball scholarship. After World War II, he went back and graduated with a degree in economics.
Okay. Economics. That's good. He knows about prices, market inflation, how much you pay for this bottle of bleach. If it's over $3.49, you're going to go to Hawaii.
First, because it wasn't over $3.49, he went to Florida and started a radio station that led him.
You have to go to Florida.
But fortunately, in 1950, he went to California to pursue a career in broadcasting.
Okay.
You know Burbank?
Right. So I'm aware of Burbank. I'm quite familiar.
He had his own show, the Bob Barker Show, on a radio, which ran for 6 years out of Burbank.
A radio show. I did not know that. What did he do? Was it like a variety hour? Was it him talking? Was he interviewing? What was he doing?
It was interviews with variety style things in between. He would have people on, he would have sketches, but it was interviews as well.
Okay. And now we're going to have the mimes from Venice. Take it away, boys.
Wow. Look at him. That's amazing.
All right. Let's give him a hand.
And then what was his first on-air game show that he hosted?
Was it like, it was something, not the match game. No, that was.
Pretty iconic. There's a city in New Mexico named after it. We've been there.
Silver Springs.
Starts with a T and has 3 words to it.
Oh. Tits, ass, crotch. No. Tic-tac-toe.
I mean,
tilly, toe.
True.
Truth is truth and pudding.
Truth and pudding. That's right, my boy Pete. You got it. There you go.
Hey,
Truth and pudding.
We're going to ask you 2 questions, and for every question you answer truthfully, you get a bite of pudding. For every question you don't answer truthfully, you get 2 bites of pudding.
Tapioca.
We have a surplus of pudding that we must get rid of. Okay, are you ready to play truth or pudding? Folks, tune in next week when we're all out of pudding and it's just truth or tapioca.
Oh, tapioca.
Scratch that, it's truth or butterscotch. Fair enough.
Truth or consequences. Truth or consequences. 1956 started that one.
All right, we're going to ask you a question, and if you don't tell us the truth, we're going to cut off a limb. Are you a dominant right hand? Okay, then we're going to take your right hand. Oh, if you're lying to us, we're going to take both hands. Willing to tell the truth? Let's play.
So this guy, producer Ralph Edwards, heard his voice on the radio, invite him to audition, and then offered him the job like a day later. Bob Barker says, quote, that is, and that will always be the most important call of my professional life. He said this in 2007 in Los Angeles Times. All the wonderful things that have happened to me since started with that phone call from Ralph.
God damn it, Ralph. We all need a Ralph in our life. John, who is your Ralph? Do you have a Ralph? Or was it all calls saying that your stray dog got out again and had another litter of puppies? God damn it, spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, yeah, you should. Remember. You should remember. I don't have a Ralph. Nah, I am my own Ralph. The Ralph is in my head.
Right. Well, my Ralph is Ralph Wiggum. And, oh no, I fell on my Wookiee.
My middle name is Ralph, as in puke. So Truth or Consequences forced its contestants to perform bizarre stunts if they fail to answer a question within about a second. It was syndicated.
All right, we're going to ask you for a capital of a random city, and if you don't answer in 1 second, you have to put this cue ball up your ass. Are you ready? Oh, gosh.
Capital of a city. Wait, hold on.
Oh, wrong. We meant the letter, not the state capital. And away we go.
That's a really big cue ball. I don't think that's standard sized.
Game shows were crazy back then, John. Crazy. You couldn't get away with a lot of that stuff.
So 56, he was hired for the show. It got syndicated in 66, and Barker stayed as its host until 1974 when it was taken off the air for some weird reason.
The whole thing. All right, we're gonna ask you your mother-in-law's date of birth, and if you don't get it right, you will have to go to the crocodile pit. Are you ready? And they didn't like it that we're bringing family members into it, so they said this show is canceled. Also, PETA was up in arms about crocodile abuse. Who knows?
So, Bob, the show had a thing for the whole country. If you rename your city, Truth or Consequences will sponsor you we'll say a shout out every single time for every episode past this point. And someplace in New Mexico said, yeah. And they became Truth or Consequences New Mexico, and that's still around today. It all went off the air a couple years later.
God damn it. I gotta keep this tattoo? Fuck! That's the last time I get her name tattooed me on a weekend bender in Vegas. Shit.
They did create a new game show called The New Truth or Consequences, which aired from 77 to 89 with a different host, not Bob.
All right. At this point, it's an early version of Fear Factor. We're going to make you eat razor blades and then answer a question.
It's Joe Rogan as a toddler.
Full on. It's like Hot Ones, except we make you eat broken glass and then ask you questions. Hotter questions and even more broken glass.
Oh.
Very interesting. Oh, shit.
All right. So before that show went off the air, Bob Barker had started taking on hosting duties of this other game show, which since 1950 had aired on NBC and ABC before finding a home at the time of Barker's arrival in 1972 on CBS.
And this was Price is Right?
The Price is Right, baby. The Price is Right.
Price couldn't be righter.
You said it. You said it earlier. Hey, the price is always right. Let's do it.
Right? And that was back in the good old days, John. Once he landed that gig, everything was sweet, sweet, sweet until the late 80s. God damn it.
Well, it featured roughly 60 different games. They required the contestants to guess the price of various products, ranging from cutlery to luxury cars.
Great game. And John, can we talk about uh, his showcase showgirls? His sweet, sweet Vanna Whites? Are you gonna hit
The
that?
equivalents. Yeah. I mean, do you want to jump to that now, or like go with the good
No,
stuff
no,
first?
John. This is yeah. Go with the good stuff. Let's wait to get to that bullshit of when he was a philanderer and had lawsuits and was just living his best life. Everything changed when they stopped letting us smoke in the office. This is bullshit.
It's also when his longtime wife died, but that's all right. I'm not excusing anything. So it was a hit. The catchphrase. What's the catchphrase, my boy Pete?
Wheel of fish. No. Come on down.
Come on down. Originated by the first announcer, the late Johnny Olson, and also the incredible number of prizes to the awarded by the jovial and smooth talking Bob Barker. He had a voice and he had a way about him that just perpetuated that thing much longer than it should have.
Mm-hmm. Well, much longer than it should have. I think it had legs of its own, John. I think it was well earned. It was the man was a Lothario.
A Lothario?
Yes. He had a plethora. A plethora. I do not think it means what you think it means.
What is a plethora, my boy Pete?
Well, Jefe, well, it's like a, when one Vanna White loves another Pat Sajak, how you say, Jefe?
So in 1975, Price is Right became the first hour-long game show in TV history. 1990, it surpassed Truth or Consequences as the longest-running daytime game show in history. And Barker said to the LA Times, it never entered my mind that I would do Price is Right longer than Truth or Consequences. It never entered my mind that I would do anything longer. It never entered my mind that I would even live longer.
But once I did, I realized we needed to get a town to name themselves The Price is Right. So that's where The Price is Right, Iowa was born.
And Vanna Wright lives there. Yes.
Exactly.
Dude got 18 Daytime Emmy Awards during his tenure on the program, 14 for Outstanding Game Show Host. The other 4, I would just assume as a producer at that point.
I feel like those like game show hosts are it's so subjective. It's like, what's your job? Like, is it the games going well? Is it you talking to people well? Is it because there's like, what is the criteria for judging that? And how come Wayne Brady doesn't win more? The man's a goddamn legend. Oh, sorry.
He's really good at improv. I've seen his musical improv. It's stunning. So in 2006, he announced his retirement from hosting. And The Price is Right. He did it for 35 years. His last episode aired June of 2007. And he personally handpicked its successor, who is
Salman Rushdie, but he wasn't going to come out of hiding because of the fatwa on his head. So the next runner-up was Drew Carey.
That's right. And she was fantastic in Firestarter.
I believe you meant Drew. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I think she won a Barrymore for that. That's the Philadelphia Stage Awards, right? Anyway, yeah, Drew Carey took over, and he would return on the show to visit over the years, including 2013 when he turned 90. And 2015, he surprised the Price is Right viewers with an April Fool's joke. Quote, I know the world is full of fools, but I am a carefully selected fool. He joked about being temporarily back on the show as the host.
And everyone's like, oh, God, Grandpa's out of the home. Oh, geez. Here comes Grandpa McGroperson. Oh, no.
Well, okay, so let's talk about Grandpa McGroperson. Diane Parkinson in 1994, who was a former model of The Price is Right from 75 to 93, sued Barker for sexual harassment, claiming he had threatened to fire her if she didn't have sex with him. He denied.
Yeah. He said it would probably behoove you, but I never said the words you would be fired. Preposterous.
And he said they were intimate, but it was completely consensual.
100%. I'm just saying, John, if you were a game show host in the 70s and 80s, the shit you were doing with contestants and staff, the amount of random debauchery, come on, man. It was a different time. I know it's a bad excuse for everything, but what are you going to do?
I mean, this is the mid-90s, right? Parkinson and her attorneys were fined by the judge in the case for failing to provide Barker's lawyers with documents supporting her damages claims. Then she dropped the lawsuit, saying she could no longer afford the legal fees and that the court process had caused her emotional and physical stress. Even though it was ultimately dropped, the public scandal forever stained Barker's reputation.
Yeah, I just, it was just one of those things. I think it was like, yeah, all right. People scorned, people shunned. Did you remember, like back in the 90s, things were crazy? You remember the David Letterman where he came out and he was fucking his intern or someone, and someone tried to blackmail him, and he just, nope, called it out on air, like, hey, so I've been having an affair and someone's trying to get money from me and I'm not going to do it. And this is what's happening. So take the power.
Yeah.
Boom.
I actually saw that one, not live, but like the night it aired. Like I saw it when everyone, like it wasn't in a syndicate. Like I was watching Dave Letterman at that point. I was like, holy crap.
Crazy. Back when people could take accountability and just say, yeah, I fucked around. So what?
It was consensual. She's fine with it. She knows about this happening right now. And I don't want someone to have power over me. So I'm taking the power away.
Yep. Exactly. I feel like Bob went the other way, John. Got to take the power. It's like, yeah. There we were at a animal spay and neutering clinic. Our eyes locked. It was kismet. What can I say?
Did you know he also hosted the Miss Universe and Miss USA pageants every year from 1966 to 88?
Yeah, he was a big kisser and a big like lower back cuddler, like a big, like, all right. But so you see the pattern, you see the thing, but it's totally fine, totally good.
Sorry.
It's Bob Barker.
Yeah. Hey, outside of hosting, like maybe in the cinema world, what's something you remember Bob from?
He was in Silence of the Lambs. He was
Small cameo.
Stand By Me.
He was the body, so that's kind of an extra role.
Right. Well, he didn't have a speak. Yeah, he didn't get his SAG-AFTRA card for that one. It was Silence of the Lambs that he got for, but it was. Then he really got his notable debut in Happy Gilmore. But he was like, "This is old hat. I'm I'm an old hand at this silver screen biz at this point."
He even got an award for it. He won for the fist brawl at the celebrity golf tournament in the movie. He won best fight sequence at the MTV Movie Awards that year.
Yeah. MTV has some weird ass awards. Best kiss. Come on, man. Best full frontal.
He said after the movie was released, people would regularly ask him, quote, "Can you really beat up Adam Sandler?"
Yeah. I bet it ruined his life because ever after that, people were yelling, "The price is wrong, bitch," at him. I bet you money.
He got a lifetime achievement at the Daytime Emmys in '99, and 5 years later was inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame.
Does it tell about his bust for that dog kennel breeding ring he was running out of Fontana, California? Does it say anything about that?
No, but it does talk about the dog not breeding because he would end every one of his shows with support pet control. Remember to spade and neuter your pets.
It's all a front, John. It's just like the John Wick or the Rambo or the whatever movie it was where the person who's running the help for I'm the nonprofit to help victims and witnesses and human trafficking, but you're running the trafficking yourself. What a great cover, Bob. You don't want them to breed because you want to corner the market. Where do you think the golden doodles came from, John? It was right around that time Bob was raking in the money. Got that doodle money, baby.
Not the golden money, just the doodle money.
Just the doodle money. That's not walking around money. Let my doodle speak, John. Oh, that's my doodle bark, said Bob when he went out.
Yeah, that was right after they said cut. Doodle money.
Doodle money, bitches. Woo, woo.
Well, in all reality, he became involved in a dispute with the organizers of Miss USA over an issue that was near and dear to his heart of animal rights. And he declined to host the pageant after organizers refused to remove fur coats from the prize packages received by the winners, as he had requested.
All right, we'll do that, but we're going to do dolphin skin coats. Is that okay? And each jacket comes with a picture and a video of how they grew up, where they were born, the tricks they learned, and the families' looks on their faces when we turned them into a coat. Deal? I'm just trying to negotiate here, Bob.
You know, dolphins are still mammals, and that's what I care about, right?
All right. Perfect. So what you're saying is we're going to do snakeskin jackets with real snake heads.
Okay.
Gross. You win.
In '95, his support of animal rights culminated in founding of the DJ&T Foundation.
DJ Tanner?
Exactly. Yeah. DJ Tanner. She loves it when you flare your nostrils out. And it was based in Beverly Hills and worked to reduce overpopulation of domestic animals, providing free or inexpensive sterilization for cats and dogs.
Oh. But they first, if you don't want to take that step, we have baskets of condoms for kitty condoms and puppy condoms. Just, hey, if your little dog is going out on the hunt, tell him to come and get a condom. Use that safe doggy style.
DJ&T is named after his wife, Dorothy Jo Gideon, and her mother, Tilly. They were also big animal rights activists.
They were both mauled by wolves in the. So this one goes out to all the wolves out there. If we only fed you and didn't have you breeding into these feral packs, my lovely wife and her mother Tilly would still be alive. The Dakotas are a hell of a place to be crossing in the dead of winter. Timberwolves, they got us, they said. Anyway, spay and neuter your pets.
They usually cut that part out just
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
for time purposes.
Yeah. Also, doodle money, bitches. Oh, none of that airs? What am I, chopped liver? I'll be in my trailer.
The wolves mold them like they threw them with some wine and a couple of spices, like a spice bag.
Full,
boiling
full
pot.
cloves, full cloves, stems and all.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon stick, Saphir lime leaves for little body. Little oregano, because why not?
So 2013, Barker spent approximately $1 million to get 3 African elephants from the Toronto Zoo to pause an animal sanctuary in California.
Do you know how many coats you can make out of these? Just saying. Really high-end RV cover. Or one large raincoat for the Met Gala.
They've been doing well. Toka, Ingra, and Thika added to the compound's elephant population to a total of 9.
Total of 9. How come they're not procreating, John?
They were spayed and neutered by him personally. You know
God
that.
damn it. Bob, he's like, on one condition can they come over. I get 1 hour with their genitals in the trailer. We're going to get to the bottom of this procreation bullshit. Or my name is a goddamn Bob Barker, the doodle money master. Arr!
He put his money where his mouth is, and also action because
He did it with his mouth?
Yes. He said it
All right.
every single show. Every
I'll give you $1
single
million
show.
if I get to chew off these elephants' genitalia.
Personally, alone.
I'm going to spay and neuter these elephants with my teeth.
How are you gonna spay them? Don't worry about that one. I'm going in.
Here's $1 million. Shut the fuck up and look away.
He was a vegetarian for over 40 years. And
Well, after that experience, John, he could never go back to meat, I tell you what.
and
I can't
what?
even play piano anymore. Tickle the ivories? No, thank you.
Dorothy Joe Gideon, he met her in high school, married her in 1945. Their first meeting is sitting around on the veranda at a hotel where he worked. She reached into a deck of cards and pulled out a 10 of spades, telling Barker, "Here, this will be your luck." And Barker kept the card for more than 6 decades.
Oh, you're crazy. And I am too. If a crazy chick just pulls out a random card out of a random deck, this will be your luck. Okay, are you sure you're not on a field trip? Do you have adult supervision? That's weird. Would you go up to a stranger and just like give them a random object and say, this is your luck? How do you think that would go over, John?
Me?
How do you think? Yeah, yes, you doing it to someone else, or a random chick coming up to you at a hotel somewhere and like, hello, this will be your luck. Okay. And wow.
2 different questions, 2 different answers, Pete.
No, you're insane. That's racist.
Well, okay, no, he wasn't racist because he did spay and neuter his wife. They didn't have kids together. But they-
all right. You know what? You guys can say shit about me. I'm getting her too. All right. My hands
they
are
did work.
clean.
They worked together on game. She produced her husband's game shows until her death in 1981 from cancer, and Barker never remarried.
Did he get another producer?
No.
So she did it from beyond the grave. So that's why he can keep on collecting those checks. Ring the bell once if I should edit now, or ring the bell twice if I should do it later. It's like the Haunted Mansion to Disneyland.
It's the 10 of spades. That's how they communicated.
It would be a lot better if it was the Ace of Spades.
Why?
Ace of Spades! Ace of Spades!
Okay. Good response.
Thanks, bud. I think it works in most situations.
So he actually didn't want to do The Price is Right.
You only watch it when you're sick, home from school or work, and it's 10 o'clock and you woke up early. Shit, nothing else on. It's either this or Good Day LA. So might as well watch Bob Barker. All right, is the mountain climber going to stop before he reaches the top of the mountain? Let's see. You got to get within $20.
What? 3,270
All right, John. Let's get back to the show after these commercials.
But he once he committed, he was all in. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. For 1 week in December of '74, they saw Dennis James as the host of The Price is Right, not Bob Barker. He missed a single day of taping, which was about 4 or 5 episodes, and James filled in. He was the only man to do so. And aside from that, Bob did 35 years.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I went to a traveling Price is Right taping, which is, I guess, like the real thing, but it wasn't. I didn't go to the Burbank one. It was on the travel show out in Palm Springs. But they did the show and ran it like a show and had prizes and had everything, but just it wasn't televised. And it was like a different host, but it was all the games, and it was 5 shows that you sat through.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. I was pretty pissed.
That you didn't
I was positive I was going to go up. I was positive.
But wait, it wasn't Drew Carey?
No, because they have traveling shows. Like they go regional traveling shows at different, but it's like the same games, it's like branded Price is Right.
Yeah.
It's like not a knockoff. It's like part of their thing. And it's like in different regions, they'll do a touring show at casinos or event centers or wherever. Yeah, and it was like $30, and a whole shitload of us went and got matching shirts with my buddy Scott's grandma's face all over it with spaghetti and meatballs. And we took grandma with us and her sister, so we had a couple old ladies, and we were all wearing her face on our shirts, and there was like 20 of us. How can we not get picked? I don't know.
That's all right, man. Hey, don't regret it. Just
TV.
appreciate it wasn't TV. You said it wasn't aired.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's where the real money is.
That's
They
right.
would know better. It was this goddamn regional Mickey Mouse bullshit. They don't know fucking talent when it bites them in the ass. Also, I should probably stop biting people before we get let in.
Was Bob Barker the person who said the big old catchphrase?
Oh, you label me, you negate me? I think that was Dick Van Patten. Or I think Kierkegaard. I don't remember.
Come on down.
Oh no, that was um, um, tell him, Roddy. I think it was Roddy Piper.
Ooh, you're quite close.
Yeah, tell him, Robbie, Rib Robbie,
You almost had it. What letter up?
Rob,
Well, say it again.
Rob, and this one, tell them what they want. Rob Robertson, Rib is back.
Red Robin.
Yeah. Ooh, I'll have bottomless fries. I'll have flies with mine. Did you know you can get broccoli there instead of fries?
You did not.
Stuff.
Huh. So you had the last name correct from the very beginning, and you're one letter off, kind of half the time, for the first name. I'm gonna give you one more.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. Tell them what they want. Rib. Bob.
Rib? You went rib?
You said one letter. Price is wrong, Riberson.
Hey, Roddy, you said Rob, not rib.
Roddy. It's that Roddy. It's like Robertson.
Roddy.
Roddy.
Rod.
Tell them what they want. Yeah, that's what I said. Roddy.
Roddy.
That's what I meant. Yeah, Rib Robbie.
Rib Robertson.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like a skateboard move. Oh, you gotta come in on the half pipe and do Rib Robertson, Robbie style. Is that goofy footed? Yes.
So he died, but quite recently at 99 years old, August 26th of 2023, in LA.
The price is wrong, bitch. Last words?
What possibly he did die from Alzheimer's.
Come on down. Oh no. John, you don't want to say that when you die. I don't want to come on down. Oh no. Your family is weeping at your graveside. What does he see? Who's Rib Robertson? Oh no. It's like a horrible doppelganger.
He didn't talk about it publicly. Nancy Burnett, who was a friend of his, released a statement, and he requested not to have a funeral or memorial service. He was buried.
I just want to be given away in one of the prizes from Contestants Row for the contestant who goes closest to the prize without going over. You've won a leaf blower, weed whacker, lawnmower, and Roddy. Okay. Tell them what they want. Oh no.
A new car.
I'm in the ignition switch somewhere. Turn on the air conditioner. I'm in the filters. Oh.
I got two quotes from him. Yeah.
Fair enough. In my will, I'm writing in that I want to be cremated and then put in the coffee machine all over the floors of the hospital. Eat of my body, drink of my ashes.
So the different coffee machines on each floor of the hospital for the doctors.
So everybody's going to get a little bit of me.
Oh, I mean, we get some of you. We want to get the rest, my boy Pete.
Damn straight. Either that, or I want my remains scattered across Disneyland. But in that case, I do not want to be cremated. I just want to be chopped up.
I mean, if it's the happiest place on earth, it's the closest thing to heaven. I get it.
Ooh, we're gonna find a leg somewhere in the the Pirates of the Caribbean. I promise you that. Be warned, are you by me? Says I. That's a real head. Yar.
It's a small world after all. And your head is just moving back and forth.
That's a fucking femur.
Bobby, you're 7.
When the can girls are kicking, there's just one leg by itself. Why does that one have a tube sock on? What the fuck?
You turned into an animatronic.
Stranger things have happened, John. It's a crazy world we live in, especially in the Disney universe. Jesus Christ, where have we gone wrong?
Well,
2 more quotes, John. We're right here with the Rod Roddy tribute to America. John, tell them what they won.
What I do for a living, there's no substitute for experience. I don't care how much natural talent you may have. In the type of show I do, you can depend on surprises.
John, that was literally the headline at the Red Light District sex show that I went to when I was in Amsterdam. Doesn't matter how much talent you have, you can't teach what I can do. In my show, you are in for surprises.
Second quote. I'd rather be kissed by my dogs than by some people I've known.
Again, that was the opener for the headlining act. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. A lot of people left, got drinks, and came back for the headline surprise. You know what I mean? But it's a true quote. The more people I meet, the more I love my dog.
Yeah.
That's how I put it together. But yeah, I'd rather be kissed by more dogs than people. Fair enough. I don't think you should be kissing a lot of people. I don't know what kind of world you live in, Rod. Oh, it's
those were
free
that
love.
was Bob. Those were both Bob. Those were his quotes at the end.
Oh, whatever, man. He was kissing Rod too much. That's what
he said. He said
many,
some
too
people.
many lawsuits. I wouldn't kiss those people. All the ones who sued me, I'd rather kiss dogs.
They can't sue.
Right? Sit, lawsuit. Sit.
Good dog.
All right.
So
we got a few
we do.
messages here.
Also, hey, we make jokes because that's what we're supposed to do, but also you like I feel that is the common thread between you and Bob Barker is you do love animals truly than humans because we're messed up and they're awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
No animal has ever fucking let me down. Animals who have been bite you or act out or do shit and tear your house up or run away. They're not letting you down. You expect this behavior if you don't know the dog. Like you meet people, they're fucking two-faced. They're gonna go. You got to play this weird game with people, man. It's some bullshit. It's some keep everyone close, but be close to few. I don't know. You're opening yourself up for heartache or disappointment. You can only depend on yourself and your dog, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else is going to be a shot in the dark. You can hope for it, but even in the best of times, other people, they're going to put themselves first, and they should, right? Like, and you don't want to be let down. So it's better to be like, oh, that's cool. Whatever happens, great. And don't count on anything but your fucking, your best friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As Bob always did on every one of his shows, we'll end it with help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered.
Damn straight. Pop some packets.
My cat's breath smells like cat food. genuinely wish I was making this up, but like I think it was under a week ago. And randomly people were talking about who their favorite character from Simpsons was. No shade of a lie. I wish I was making this up. I actually did say Ralph Wiggum.
I'm telling
So
you, bud. Right
yeah,
here. Right.
I'm not Bugs because everyone's obviously gonna say like Bart or like
No.
they might say Homer or like just the basic ones. I was just like, fuck that. I want to be this subsidiary kind of in the background. It's like Ralph Wiggum for the win.
Right. 100%. Ralph is, what's his, the movie star. Fuck, what is his name? You might remember me from such things as Firecrackers, The Silent Killer, Troy McClure. Exactly.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Coming down the ring, he is the former WWF Heavyweight Champion of the World. He is Mankind. He is Dude Love. He is Cactus Jack from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. It is Mick Foley.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good callback, Greg. Dude, is my friend. Where you been, bud? Hell yeah. Dude, Mick Foley was one of my favorite people to watch wrestle. Some of his cage matches were stupid.
But what is, if you had to go to an elegant fast food restaurant, what restaurant would that be?
An elegant fast food restaurant. The classy, if you're going to go classy fast food, John, that's going to be El Pollo Loco because it's foreign. Ladies like it when you speak different languages, John. I've learned that. Or if you want to impress them with your deep, deep pockets, you take them to Jersey Mike's. Yeah, baby, you can get double meat on whatever you want. Money's no object.
You know what? In 2005, I got a chance to see The Price is Right
Hell yeah.
set. I think it's at Television City.
Yep, Universal City, yep.
Melrose in Fairfax. But the other guy had already taken over The Price is Right.
It's dope, man. That's dope as fuck.
The actor that wear the glasses.
Drew Barrymore.
Bob Barker is truly a legendary force. I think he just recently passed away, if I'm not correct.
100%. He is a force to be reckoned with. He's a force of nature, my friend.
Jeremy now believes that my boy Pete has actually he's exposed himself. He has exposed himself.
What?
A white supremacist.
Hey, hold on.
How often he was trying to say the price is white. I see.
What?
You. I'm that person.
This guy.
White bastard.
This is okay. Easy there. I'm just gonna play this little privilege card and say no. No, that's horrible. The price. Fuck! I shouldn't do it. The price is more attainable if you. Well, no, doesn't matter. I'm just saying, the price. The price is negotiable. John, don't make those eyes at me. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Funnily enough, Price is Right. See, even though I'm just going to do it now, fucking Price is White. Price is
Boo!
Still going. It's Drew Carey. I know that, and I'm from England. So, oh no, it's not. That's not Price. Yeah, it's Price is Right.
No, that's.
Yeah, that is Drew Carey. So shit. Fucking America.
Bro,
But no, the other one is this is actually a true story. I'll leave it in the next one.
Hold on. You're thinking of Santa Clarita Diet with Drew Carey and Sean, you remember that one.
So basically, okay, so here in
Go
England,
on.
you have this one soccer stadium, and it's called the Coventry Building Society Stadium.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's boring as fuck. But anyway, so in it being the the Coventry Building Society Stadium,
Go on.
it's actually abbreviated as CBS Stadium. It's funny.
That's horrible, bro. I think the way they come up with stadium names now is so ridiculous. If they're funded by the government, that's one thing. That's even worse. But now the sponsorship, yeah, there's some bad ones.
The horrible thing is, thanks to Me Too, I mean, it's great, have a voice, say shut up, but it's when
Careful.
shit is made up.
John's gonna make friends
I
with you.
and I don't care enough to know. But obviously, people do because obviously, Me Too's a thing. But just personally, I had good memories, and people just fuck it up. I don't know, can't ask Bob because he's dead. But it's just that these kind of places where you have sexual harassment, and it's kind of like I'm in stature because like it happens in wrestling quite a lot, which is really fucked up, but it's true, and it's just kind of like I have memories. Let me just be an audience member.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm with you. There's things that you want to remember in a certain way, in a certain light. Like bro, American Gladiators. Love that show. The rampant drugs, sex, and bullshit sexual harassment and shit that was going on there ruined it for me. When I watched that, I'm like, oh man, I can barely watch them do the gauntlet now on YouTube, which I do still to this day, because you're not going to take that from me. But I'm just saying, there was and I know it's not an excuse, and I know like whatever those offenses were, people need to pay, there's accountability to be had. Yes, like the whole systemic issues, and like you got to change the environment, you got to change the things. But you're like, oh, Bob from accounting, he said, nice rack once in the 80s. Like, okay, yeah. Like everybody did something horrible. No one was who they are. People smoked in the car with their kids, right? You didn't have seatbelts. You had kids in the back of station wagons in the windows. There was people in the backs of trucks, right? There was all world was a different place, right? Just because you were part of that world doesn't make you a bad person. There was bad people back then who were systemically abusing what was the norm, right? Yeah, I had cocktails and I asked my secretary how her sex life was going. But all right, sweetheart, how's it going? How's your husband treat you? All right, well, I got friends. All right, nope, all right, fair enough. Horrible, but you're not like jerking off into a ficus in front of interns on the regular. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference in, yeah, you insisted on your secretary being in the room to take notes when you and your boys had horrible joke sessions and smoked cigars and drank and were awful. Great. Yes, that was wrong. But I don't know. It's very foggy. It's a very murky place. I don't know. Which side do you err on? I think you err on the side of siding with people, but you also err on the side of maybe we lobby for smoking in the workplace and having cocktails at noon again. Maybe we do that, right? Maybe we find a happy medium. So let's work together to make the world a better place.
The way you said that about the 90s, I thought you were going to sing the whole Calvin Harris thing. It was like, it was accessible in the 80s. All at the time. Yeah, I can't sing. But the thing is, just long story short, yeah, it's true. There's so many things that there are indiscretions from when we're younger, on like, time back then. And there are people that are like, oh, life was so better. And it's like, was it though?
Right?
If you're white, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there were fun things. Hell, you could get away with drinking and driving. You could not wear seatbelts. You could I don't know. Like there was a lot of okay, depends on when of the 80s. You could fuck without condoms. All right, but probably that was coming. Y'all need to start wrapping that shit up. You know we got condoms for dogs and cats here. If you don't spay and neuter your dogs, make sure they wear condoms when they fuck. From Bob Barker's lips to your dogs and cats' genitalia. We're here for you. 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. 4 a.m. Greenwich means it's hamper time if you happen to be across the pond. Got that doodle money coming at you.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I made it.
Heyo.
Quiet last week. I don't even think I left a freaking comment, but I'm here.
As long as you're here. As long as you're here, big girl.
It's happening right now. I'm not gonna make this awkward, just know I'm here. I'm just so here. Oh,
yeah. Nice. Faith, my friend, I'm so glad you're here. It's always good to hear your voice. We miss you.
Don't ask why. I just think that there is a universe where people might be sexually harassing, and then instead of cowering and basically succumbing to their sexual advances, you just turn around and go, the price is wrong, bitch, and just walk away. Be good. So.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm with you. I feel like there needs to be swift and immediate retribution for actions that are inappropriate. And I feel like that needs to be things that you can't respond to, right? There needs to be like, I don't know, because then words are so close, but I feel like there's a special place where like, oh, all right. Well, you've just been spayed and neutered. I just Bob Barkered you. In this universe, I don't know. It's the multiverse. We can do, it's what if. What if dogs and cats wore condoms? What if Bob Barker ruled the world?
Random question. This is probably derailing the whole show, but I can't.
Not at all! Bro!
If you had an EV Pokemon and you had stone to evolve it, which one would it be? Would it be a water stone to turn it into a Vaporeon? Would it be a fire stone to be a Flareon? Or would it be a electric stone? Electric? I think it's an electric.
It's electric. Boogaloo.
It'll turn it into a
you can't stop. It's electric. Boogie. Joltron is electric. You know what, Muse? I'm not going to even entertain this. You said you're derailing the show, and I agree, sir. And the answer is no. Sir, the answer is no.
Oh, and you know how rude of me. Shout out to John, and shout out to that shirt. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like an African mix or something. I love that.
Butu.
Pete.
Yes.
Shout out to the room. all of these one-sided, two-sideders. Yeah, yep.
Faith, you do it best when I yell, say my name, say my name, say my name. Pete, Pete, Pete. So nice they said it thrice. My boy Pete, my boy Pete, my boy Pete.
How do you know you're a sports geek? Okay. I'm so much a sports geek. I was watching Ted Lasso before coming in here. So much so, I was like, I'm gonna watch this episode before going to Two Sided Pod.
Which season?
Guess what?
Which season? Where are you at?
Conrad is in it. That's when you know I'm a geek. I actually geeked out because Jimmy Conrad had like this fucking cameo. It was only there for like about say 3 seconds. Not even that. I mean, it had to be like 2.
Okay, I totally missed it.
Straight away, it's Jimmy Conrad, and that's when you know I'm a sports geek. I'm the only one that actually knows who the fuck Jimmy Conrad is.
Bro, 100%. I watched the shit out of that, and all the cameos that I saw were not Jimmy Conrad. Well, number one, I don't know who that is, but if I did, I could not pick him out of a lineup. What season are you on? What episode? We'll get there.
Welcome everybody to Streaming Go Radio. There's 2 sides to every coin. There's 2 sides to every story. And there's the Two-Sided Podcast, the greatest. And I'll repeat that one more time. The greatest podcast of all time. Right here. Hold, there we go.
Hell yeah.
Ready to go.
Hell yeah.
You guys have been here the whole time. Hold, there we go. Ready to go.
Fuck yeah, Greg. Brother. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing up. Man, half of life is showing up. The other 99% is something I'm not sure of. But ain't that right, John?
What are you sure of there, my boy Pete?
I don't believe in much. I just believe in me.
I agree with you. Let's have a shot.
Oh, golly gee. It turns out I have one prepared for this occasion. John, it's these moments like this when I think about the things that I'm thankful for. And I want to raise a glass. Oh, John, here's to you, pal. Thanks for showing up.
Here's to you, buddy.
Bing, bing, bing. Yo.
As we are jumping directly into our next trash can of iniquity down the stairwell of truth round.
That's right, folks. John throws a big old can full of stupid down a stairwell that makes us tell the truth. Will they hold? Will they falter? Only time will tell. When the trash can hits the bottom of the stairwell, I'll pick up the pieces and tell you no lies, or will I? John, back to you.
That's right, my boy Pete. And this trash can of iniquity down the stairwell of truth round is one of your favorites and mine. That's right, my boy Pete. It is my boy Pete solves a cold case.
Oh, thank God. John, here's the deal. I'm pretty much like High Potential, the show, not in real life. I would say low potential in real life. I think exceeding my specified potential would be more apropos. But when it comes to crime, John, I'm barely scratching the surface. I got a lot of theories and I have a lot of evidence, and I'm ready to present it in a court of law. Let's get to the brass tacks, shall we?
Yes. So I think this is one you will have in the bag, my boy Pete, because it's about Jeffrey Epstein and his claims of his cellmate trying to kill him roughly 18 days before his death.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we just talking about claims, or what crime are we talking about? The accusation, or what are we talking about here, John?
Well, there's a couple of things involved in this cold case, which, as many of us know, it's a more recent cold case. It's a cool case. It's a
lukewarm case.
It's a lukewarm case. You're right.
It's a resting room temperature case.
So 18 days before his death, Jeffrey Epstein was found laying in the fetal position on the floor of his jail cell, unresponsive, with an orange fabric noose tied around his neck. The correction officers, responded and called for help and got him breathing again. And they say that when he was taken to the hospital, he came to, and he said that his cellmate tried to kill him, which the cellmate has many times refuted those claims.
Right. Who was steroided out, a dirty cop from New Jersey who had killed some informants over some things gone wrong, who was serving like 40 to life or something.
Yeah, for the death of 4, the murder of 4, being convicted. Yes. Yeah. And so moving forward a little bit, he claimed that both the correction officers and the source, he was threatened to all of them, that he was threatened by Tartaglione, the dirty cop. And
also a really nice pasta. If you're ever at a fine dining restaurant and they have the Tartaglione, especially if it's a veal cream base, I highly recommend if you have the means. John, take it away.
So he told a different officer that in the July incident, his cellmate had gotten a hold of a copy of the New York Daily News, and that pointed to a story about Epstein in the paper. Tartaglione said it placed his net worth at 77 million, according to Epstein. And he said he crumpled up the article and threw it out and turned in for bed. And then he woke up at 1 a.m. to get a drink of water, and walking back to bed, the next thing he recalled was roughly half an hour later when they rushed into his cell. So he was, according to him, the orange little silky rope.
Well, I don't think it was silky.
Movie style.
Because in jail, you don't have a lot of silk. I don't know when the last time you tried to strangle someone in prison, John. Your options are kind of limited.
All right.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the facts, John. Please give the facts. I'm a savant when it comes to cold cases, and I need only the facts. I'm a savant when it comes to a lot of different reasons, but I don't appreciate the facts in those regards.
Well, okay, so the correction officer recording the events wrote that in the first minutes of him being moved to a room where he was placed on suicide watch and closely monitored, he, quote, sat on the edge of the bed and began moving forward as if he was attempting to fall over head first. And told to stop, he responded, "Okay, I won't do it again," and gave a thumbs up.
Do we have that on video, John? Is that on video?
Well, the first one, it was either misplaced or wasn't recorded in the first place. No, this one, yes.
Mm-hmm. So we have the falling over, don't do that again. Okay. We have that.
No. So Michael Thomas, according to a document obtained by CBS News, was the first officer to discover Epstein dead in his cell on August 10th of 2019. And he and another officer were later charged with falsifying documents related to the night of his death. But those charges were dropped.
Right? Because we don't want those guys testifying because they didn't do their rounds and they said they did because they weren't sure. John, tell them else what we got on the security footage there.
Well, I mean, a former Attorney General Bill Barr just over and over again was like, none of this is true. None of this is true. And there's not a whole lot more on the footage leading up to it.
Well, there's a few missing frames in the cell because they're like, oh, look, here's the video, but they misplaced footage in the timeline that was pertinent to the situation. With those, I truly think that and I don't know who it was, but it could be the pasta guy, but there was definitely a conspiracy. He did not kill himself. I think when he was falling over, I think he was drugged at the infirmary with either too much or whatever when he was put on suicide watch, and they gave him Thorazine, they gave him something, so he's nodding off like, yep. So he's more docile, won't fight. John, it's all too easy.
Last little bit of so he was given a new cellmate, Efren Reyes, and moved back to his cell on July 30th. 9 days later, Reyes was transferred. As night fell that night, Epstein found himself without a monkey. And hours later, that's when he was discovered, and his body was cold to the touch.
Yeah, no, so if the footage wasn't doctored, then it was Reyes, but I don't think, because the background of Reyes and everything that he had, there was nothing, he wasn't a what was his crime? He wasn't in for the life thing. He was what was his?
I don't have it in here. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah, he was but that again could be a thing where it was him because, oh, it's just this guy who doesn't have anything. We're going to give you pasta fagioli, and everyone's focused on him, and now this guy's alone. Turns out Reyes is a spec op. He's one of Ghost Protocol, John. I've seen it 1,000 times. Black Ops. Move like mist through a fence, like a fart in church.
So my boy Pete solved that cold case.
It was the seedy underbelly of the Illuminati. It was part of the machine that cannot be named. It was the bot that we know as the conglomeration. Yeah, there was a tool, there was a specific unit that conducted it, most likely Reyes, unless that it was a
Tartaglione.
But I don't think they would have brought him back. If he messed up the first time, he would have gone somewhere else. You don't want to bring him back and transfer him to another cell and walk him across the yard, walk him across the cell block. Everyone can see him moving. You don't want that many people see you're out of your cell going here and then going back. You want one transfer one way. And where was Bob Barker in all of this, John? That's the questions we're asking. The hard-hitting, spay and neutering, come on down, the price is wrong kind of questions, bitch. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich time if you happen to be across the pond. You're welcome for listening.
Is that your final answer?
I think we nailed it. I think we solved the problem. And the case is closed.
My boy Pete, you're incorrect. As stated by all official documents, he died by suicide. Let's move on.
Cold case my ass. I'm getting too old for this. I'm 3 days away from retirement.
My boy Pete, it's now time for our short. Tell the people what a short is.
That's when you're wearing a skirt that your fingers don't touch. That's
Huh?
I don't know, John. I'm not an idiot. You're an idiot. The short, folks, is where John reads a single segment from a single source on a single topic. Single. Well, he's wearing a singlet. Don't even start. That single source could be from a news article, could be from an online source, could be a friend from the methadone clinic, could be from a wall at a bar, his local stop and chug. We just don't know. But after he reads that one topic, he'll set a timer for 5 minutes in which we will discuss, debate, and decipher the true meaning. After which time has expired, we will put a button on it, and we will all move along a little stupider than we came into this whole process. John, are you ready?
Oh, I am. I just want to have one correction on that. It's the Method 1 clinic. The Method 1 clinic. You know, I'm an actor.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm more of a Method 2 actor.
My boy Pete, are you ready for the headline?
I'm so ready, bud.
All right. It is Prince Andrew gives up royal titles amid Jeffrey Epstein controversy. Here we go. From ABC News, Prince Andrew, younger brother of King Charles III and son of the late Queen Elizabeth II, will no longer use his royal titles amid renewed scrutiny over his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
Do you have more? Because I can, well, right off the bat, what are titles, John? Trump referred to King Charles as Charles on an online post, which was, when you're being familiar, who needs titles in this world? You know what I mean? And I feel like we're all people at our most base instinct.
Good movie. The statement released this past Friday from Buckingham Palace, Andrew said, quote, "In discussion with the king and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded the continued accusations about me to distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I've decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first." End quote.
From now on, I'll be known as Rick.
Not as good as Tim, but Rick is all right. Further in the document, I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honors which have been conferred upon me. As I have said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me, end quote.
Furthermore, I will go even farther, spay and neuter myself, as Bob Barker once so insisted. End quote.
So this decision means he's no longer going to use his Duke of York, Duke Duke of York title, but he will retain the title because removing it would require a vote by the UK Parliament.
Right. Well, here's the deal. If you don't use it, people will forget about it. Just call me Rick, he says.
He may say
15,
that.
20 years.
Uh-huh.
Rick's a pretty good dude. You still get all the benefits. You still get all the Yorkshire, Duke of York. All of that good stuff, John. Duke of York. Even more, Duke of York. All of the benefits and deeds that it. You want lands? Look at these massive tracts of lands. Duke of York. As I walk through the valley, Duke of York, I will fear no accusation, Duke of York, about anything with Jeffrey Epstein. Yea, though I boarded his plane, Duke of York, and I went to the island, Duke of York. I just was looking as an expeditious young lad, Duke of York, like a pudding fan. Yorkshire pudding. You know what I mean. Boys, take it away. Oh, and that's where they all backup dancers come. Oh, you could. Methinks he doth protest too much, John. When one overcorrects, when you slide off the wall, bro. I'm just you. If you haven't done the wrong thing, you're not gonna swing too hard to the other side. I vigorously deny, with the power of the crown, all of the things. They stand behind you.
Here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. He's not going to refer to himself as it, but he still is officially it because the UK Parliament's not going to have the vote. And also, he is going to be referred not to as Rick, but Prince Andrew, because the prince title given to him at birth by his mother is birth given, and so it's official titles. So he's still going to be referred to as Prince Andrew.
Whoa. Whoa. Prince Andrew, they call me. Whoa. Yes, so I did bad things. Whoa. Never gonna stop being Andrew. Whoa. Come on, John. It's back to the 50s when things were better. We could smoke and slap women on the asses to tell them they've done good jobs. Whoa. Let's go to islands and celebrate being royal. Oh. Mommy wanted it this way. Oof. Oh, John. Tell me he's not guilty. Go ahead. Tell me he's not guilty. We've too much association. There's something somewhere where people are recoiling. When you distance yourself from people, yeah, it's social kryptonite. I was gonna say ketamine. No, that would attract people. Never mind. Where have you been? What are you doing? How's it going?
Social
Prince
exile.
Andrew? No. It's like your kryptonite. You need to. It makes you. Yeah, it's social exile where you have to distance yourself because it's going to kill you if you get close to it. It's going to be
right. You're a persona non grata at that point.
You're a pariah. You're just like a persona non grata. Here's the deal. It's open contract today. I don't know if you've seen a lot of movies, but persona non grata. All right, secure the perimeter. Everybody get some rest. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. John, I just watched the interview. Mel Brooks and who's his writing partner?
Wanna Sex?
No, his long time, who he's done everything with. Oh God, it's gonna
Gene
kill
Wilder?
me. No, you're not helping. So you're guessing it's gonna be. It's two real old fucking right.
Rod Roddy.
Come on down. You've inherited a goddamn pariah of a joke. Oh, oh, holy shit. No, they did an interview where they just their influences in movies. They like to, their favorite movies were not classic movies, but movies that involved the line. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Secure the perimeter, or someone's like, you better, or you better get some rest. So those two, anything with those two lines, like, oh, we love those movies. Secure the perimeter or get some rest. Oh, great movies. What's your genre? Get some rest, secure the perimeter. Those are good, great movies.
Is the writing partner still alive?
I don't. You're gonna. You have a computer.
Carl Reiner.
Yeah. Yes, there you go.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I knew they were friends, and no, that makes perfect sense. Rob Reiner's dad. Yeah, no, he's recently passed. But yeah, Rob Reiner's still around. You know, he directs some things, but like Carl Reiner, yeah, the famous comedian.
Yeah. Oh shit! You guys, did you see that in real time? John just nearly fell off his couch sitting, like it was gravity shifted in New York. I don't know what happened in Brooklyn. Hey, are you good, folks? You got to watch him. Stop doing that. All right. In 2 hours from now, we're gonna have to come back and fake some logs.
Let's have a shot and get into our final segment. We have some pockets
Did
of
the
path.
alarm go off?
It went off a while ago, man.
Did we win? You didn't say anything. Did we win?
Yeah,
I didn't hear any sounds.
Go. A little something for you.
Perfect. Here's to you, John.
Here's to you, Pete.
Bink, bink, bink.
But go. As I was saying, all
Before we
the
go on,
yeah.
I want to give thanks everybody. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube. We got some listeners out here. We got I'm already having problems with enunciation. You got to go and have a name like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of BoJack inspiration. I mean, just in the animal world in general. And Jules is out here. I know there's we got the mayor. We got Justin the mayor. I know there's a shout out to everybody who's watching. John, you are the again the administrator, so you see everything. I see the world as an orphan, just looking for a mother.
And again, as the administrator, I cannot see who it is in real time, just like you, unless they leave a message. But Faith also is on the YouTubes. And
all right, yeah, but anyway, my boy Pete is here.
Two-sided podcast.
Rick, you guys know Rick from the royal family. He's a big listener. Has his name on Google Alert anytime that a royal family, Epstein Island, and Prince happen at once. Rick is notified.
What about Rick? What about Symbol?
Artist formerly known as? No, he's unconcerned at this point. Oh, too soon? Is that what it sounds like when doves cry, John?
R.I.P.P. So,
doves?
Why do they cry like that?
I don't know, man. Ask them.
Okay. We're gonna finish this with a segment on not Prince lived a good life. He was older than this one, but on the 27 Club. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the 27 Club.
Oh, that's the place at Disneyland that's over by the Blue Bayou that you have to have a password to get into, where they have silverware and gold plating on everything.
Is it Walt sent me?
That's the password that I went to.
I think that's Studio 54.
No, that was where you had too much cocaine. Where you had the good croque madame and the unlimited refills on soda, and they had nice cutlery in the middle of Disneyland. That was Club 27.
Club 27. No, the 27 Club. I'm dyslexic, so I was like, no, he said it right, but he didn't. The 27 Club refers to celebrities, mostly musicians. And for those who I thought a bulk of people would know this, but it is dealing with a morbid topic because it's the mostly musicians and celebrities who died at the age of 27.
What is that? I thought it was there was another. I didn't know 27 was the number. I thought it was like what was the Belushi, Farley?
27.
No. What was I? Oh, wait. What was I thinking of? Jesus. What was Jesus?
33.
See? That's a rock star.
I think Farley made it to
He
33. He's not in the 27 Club.
Yeah, no, that was you get the followers or the groupies, you tour, right? Or you gospelize. It's the same thing, John. And then, you go to Clear Lake and the Big Bopper goes down. He rise again, but his album went to the top after, baby.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They took the last train, caught the last train for the coast.
Right? It's like the guitarist in Metallica when they're touring in Europe.
What happened to him?
Food poisoning.
The silent killer.
Couldn't eat, right? Melanoma.
So some people with very notable tragic deaths, like Otis Redding at 26, Jeff Buckley at 30, Prince at 57. These are all, we lost them too soon. So why does it matter how old they were? Why is there only a 27 club?
Right? Why is that? What happens? Is it the hard living? Is it the life choices? Is it a lot of the fathers are killing them? Because there's a few like that, but I don't think they're the 27 club.
Who are you talking about?
Redding? No. Yeah, who's the one whose his dad shot him?
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
That was his stepdad.
You already knew. It was his stepdad, John.
Well, I didn't at first, but I put it together real quick. I'm smart.
How old is he? Was he 27?
No.
See? Point proven.
He said you did what I couldn't do after his stepdad shot him.
Think about that, John. If you shot everybody who could do something you couldn't do, I'm gonna need a lot more ammo.
Well, Marvin Gaye said it before he died, not the dad.
All right. Fair enough. No sprees going on here.
Let's the early traces of the 27 Club is that of the blues musician Robert Johnson, the legendary talent and mysterious life that led some to speculate about a curse associated with his age of death.
How is he legendary? What did he do? What do we know him from? How is he legendary if I haven't heard of him?
Yeah, good question. That's the thing. Like,
so
he's a good.
So why are you saying legendary?
Because
your words.
That's what a couple different sources told me. It's like he's the first one associated with it.
Then you need to use a clarifying. Footnote. Editor John L. Peacock thinks that this is kind of bullshit because who knows, folks? Everybody who's at home right now, don't do it, but put it on your list. Look up Robert Johnson, or you know what, Muse. You're gonna not pay attention anyway. You'll look it up. Tell us if you know any songs.
So in the 60s and 70s, the concept of the 27 Club took hold in pop
Oh
culture.
shit, Lolly's here. Lolly's popping in. All right, I'm not even gonna look.
Yeah.
Lolly, I see your list. John, go. I'm learning from you, John. I'm not learning from Lolly, John. I'm learning from you.
A bit
I love
of
you, Lolly. I'm glad you're here.
I love you, Lolly. Thank you. But also, hey, spoilers. Come on, let me do my job. Holy
I'm
crap.
not looking. I'm not here. I'm not looking.
Okay.
I don't care.
Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison solidified the myth, and Kurt Cobain in the 90 27, and
I'm looking below. I didn't look at all these. Robert Johnson went down at the Crossroads. He was the Crossroads Blues. Was that the Blues Crossroads?
it's
Not
where
the
he
devil,
met the
the
devil. No, he's the one who met the devil that taught him guitar.
Yeah. That was yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're learning things.
So the media, especially after Cobain's death, amplified the idea, highlighting the musical genius with a charismatic stage presence can lead to personal struggles with mental health, substance abuse, pressure of fame.
They overlooked the whole Courtney Love aspect, John. That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories. I don't know. I'm just saying, we're not going to get into that. I'm glad it opened up the 27 Club thought process and how it all worked too, and the pressures of fame. But let's really, anyone who's out there, watch the Kurt and Courtney documentary.
I have thoughts on that as well. Maybe we'll get into it later in the green room or at another time because I have thoughts. Yeah.
Segment.
Huh?
Segment.
Nice using
Go.
full sentences there, my boy Pete. Amy Winehouse is a more recent addition.
Okay.
In the obviously 2000s.
Such a good song. Her rehab song, so good. Ironic, so good.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't like. That's one of my. I have like a fucking kitchen dancing song. Like it's when you have to cook or you're making cocktails for people, but it's like it's not like background music for everybody. I'm like, I'm gonna put some shit on, fucking dance in the kitchen.
Yup.
That's one of them. Rehab is one of them. And it's always ironic because I'm usually getting hammered when I'm cooking.
Valerie,
I said,
that's another one.
No. Said you something, even though it said no. Come on, John.
No, that was pretty good. I think you nailed it. Some theorize that substance abuse and mental health challenges play a role in the 27-ish and why many of our greats have
Well, no, I think definitely, because at that point, if you look at mentally, like 27, this is your first and you're getting all this fame, all this money, you have access to everything. You're not fully, totally developed in, right? You've had one big life experience, maybe two, if you work fast at that point. And big ones like I'm getting married, buying a house, having a baby, like something in those, especially in like if you're a musician, because you don't do that shit. You might get married, you might have a baby. You don't buy shit and tour as a musician. You're struggling.
No.
I don't know. And you get this, and then you're all of a sudden, I don't know, man. I think there's all of that as a combination. You can't put pressure upon pressure and not expect an outcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, are you going to go into specifics? Because how many of them are overdoses? How many of them are like accidents, plane accidents or car accidents? And how many of them are suicides or murders? Is there a percentage? Are they a lot of overdoses and suicides?
There are accidents, not just car or motor related. There's just abuse of drugs and alcohol that wasn't necessarily an overdose. Like Brian Jones, we talked about the Rolling Stones. He was the first frontman, and he was like, it wasn't an overdose, and it wasn't a suicide. It was like he was in a pool, and he was just messed
He was
up
what?
in a pool.
No, yeah, no, yeah, okay. All right. So a drug-induced accident. So drug-induced accident, overdose, suicide. Let's put those in because there's a lot of that like, oh, you fell asleep in the pool, you did too much, or like you put the mask on and kept the bag on too long,
Morrison was found in a bath, and not necessarily by drowning, but that's how he was found, like head propped up. So
right, but his cause of death was not drowning. He was liver cirrhosis, it was liver failure, it was all these things because of drinking. So I always look at that. I've only known one person to die from drinking, and I was always like, dude, that's so suspect. There's something else. But apparently it happens when you're like a true drink from the bottle all the time.
Right.
Like, there's something about, I don't know, John, there's something about chasers that it's a little more hydration. It's a little more, no, it's not great. You can't do it all the time, but if you're drinking like backpack whiskey or like, I mean, if you're a person on the go, it's fanny pack whiskey or purse whiskey. If you're drinking that like straight from the bottle all the time, that's your go-to.
Flask and boots whiskey. Yep.
Yeah, that's a rough. That's good. That's fine. That's like to get you through from a specific point. But you gotta, as your day to day, you gotta, man, have a little water, have a little juice, have a little tea, have a little. I don't know.
Well, it's interesting because the next two I was thinking of is the Badfinger lead singer Pete Ham. That seemed to be no drugs except for alcohol. Amy Winehouse, again, these are not necessarily overdoses, right, but like 27. Well, no, they're 27.
Bro, the more I now know people who are in program, and like through them, like the stories I've heard from them and like from people I've known, that's how I knew this one person who passed away. Like truly, like the DTs are a thing. Like when you can die from, if you drink too much and then you stop, or if you drink, you have to drink a lot, and then if you stop drinking, your body shuts down and you start getting sick and you start getting pukey and shutting down. And if you don't drink, or if you don't do it the right way, you fucking die.
Right.
Which is, it was kind of eye-opening to me. Like, oh, that's not good. That's if I ever had hangovers, if I ever woke up with a hangover on a daily, I wouldn't drink like I do. I can count the time I've had hangovers on two hands in my entire life, maybe 6 times, 7 times. And with that, it's maybe 3 hours. Smoke a bowl, have a Tylenol, have a screwdriver. You're fine. Get over it. Build a bridge. Rub some dirt on it. Like, all right, you're going to be super sweaty, breathing heavy at work. Yeah. Okay. Anyone asks, just tell them you ate like a 1/4 pound brisket this morning. You got the meat sweats. Why are you sweating? Brisket sweats. I had so much meat. Because it's usually after a Sunday night when you shouldn't have been drinking that late, and it's football. Ugh. Brisket sweats.
Well, with Robert Johnson, there's a poisoning story, and there was
All the
a
good
lack
ones
of
have a poisoning story, John. If
no
you are
grave.
going to poison someone, you got to do it with natural ingredients. Like,
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and or thyme.
no, I do like hibiscus, hydrangea, begonia, or lemon zest for flavor.
Well, begonia, raw and Pigpen and McCarran, and
From Grateful Dead.
yeah, he avoided psychedelic drugs like the others and preferred to drink. And he was found in his home in 73, internal hemorrhaging caused by excessive drinking.
Oof. Oof. I'm telling you what, man. That's a rough one. Right? Like, you just, again, man. I don't know. That's where I'm with it. I understand addiction. I get it. But I always have this, like, get too far off kilter, figure shit out. I'm gonna drink a lot. I'm gonna smoke. I party hard. I live hard. But if it gets too much where it's affecting life, like, all right, you got to pump the brakes. And that ability to pump the brakes is, I guess, the difference.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. It's like, then I really was like, am I an alcoholic? Am I just a fucking dickhead? Huh. Could it be both? Anyway, we're going to figure that one out next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Meanwich Sandwich if you happen to be a sandwich time, if you happen to be across the pond, or if you don't like to use enunciation. Ain't that right, John?
That is right. And you asked for the notable accident ones. I have two. And this one, I don't know the band, but I wanted to bring this in because it is a pretty bizarre death, and I've seen it in pop culture since. In 72, Leslie Harvey from Stone the Crows was the guitarist and was electrocuted by a live microphone with 1,000 fans watching. He touched the microphone that wasn't earthed while the finger of his other hand was holding the strings of his guitar, and that electrocuted him to death.
I heard that, and I don't know the band, and I feel like that's why. Because like, oof. So yeah, but that, again, back then, hey man, we're all drinking and smoking. We're setting up the equipment. We don't know nothing about grounding wires, or we're just partying, man. We're just on tour trying to rock the fucking house. You guys ready to party tonight? Let's rock it, and let's get back to the hotel and do all of this blow we scored in Ohio. You ready to get it? Let's get it.
Final one, Echo and the Bunnyman. There's a couple of songs that I really dig of theirs. Is it Killing Time? No, Bad Boon.
Yeah, no. Echo and the Bunnymen. They have some good songs.
Yeah, it's
good.
Killing Moon. Whatever.
So how did he die?
Pete de Freitas was the drummer, and he was in a motorcycle accident in '89, going from Liverpool to London, and
it's a matter of time. It's a fucking matter of time. That's the thing. Watching people on motorcycles now, bro. A lot of my friends, anyone who rides, like I have a lot of friends who rode dirt bikes and quads and bike, like everyone has had an accident, and it's just it's not when or not if, it's when. Like you're gonna have one, and how fast and when and where. And if you're riding a street bike, it's the same fucking thing, bro. Yeah, I went down to San Diego, and then was driving back, coming up on the 15, like insane, just like stopped traffic, and like the motorcycles are just whizzing by you. You're stopped, and they're doing probably 30 in between lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 or 4 lines of them.
Which is somehow legal for them to do that.
Oh, bro, 100%. Welcome to California, bitch. It's a 2-stroke system. Mixing gas and hauling ass. We don't fuck around. No how, no where.
New York has it too. On the freeways. On street roads, makes perfect sense. On freeways,
But
why?
because there's a lot of, and I don't think it's the case now with motorcycles, like the new, like, but there was, because they would overheat with a 2-stroke if you have a motorcycle. So you have to keep moving.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, but now you don't, because it's now not a 2-stroke engine that you're not riding on the street. That's a dirt bike.
That.
I don't know, John.
Yeah.
It's a crazy world. If you ride a bike, you're a fucking kidney donor. Eventually on the street.
As long as it stays intact, right?
Oof.
Well, the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been first segment biography, Britannica, the movie DB, censored database.org, fascinate.com, and who2the number.com. Second segment, the DC Public Library, soundsLikeCorey.com, and thisdayinmusic.com.
Did you just say soundsLikeCorey.com?
Uh-huh.
What a world we live in, folks, when there's a whole website that's for things that sound like something. Go on, John.
And the short is ABC News. I'd like to mention, maybe for the first time, that the cold case came from CBS News.
They're in on it, John. I was right. You're wrong. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Cold cases be damned. All right, folks. My boy Pete's sources are as follows. Well, shit, folks. If you know my boy Pete, we don't research shit around here. In the My Boy Pete camp, we shoot from the hip and we shoot fast. Folks, that's been My Boy Pete's take on the Two-Sided Pod.
Well, now it's time for your favorite game in mind. My boy Pete, what's the through line? Got Bob Barker. Got the short of Prince William, still being Prince William somehow. And then the 27 Club.
Money can buy you everything in life. Spaying and neutering, titles and beyond, and an early death. But in the end, it's all the same. Just money.
That's right, my boy Pete. Ain't none of us making it off this rock alive. All right, before we get out of this episode, is there anything that you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Retraction Corner.
Yeah, bud. Yeah, we came on the beginning of the show like a couple of fucking half-ass Mickey Mouse bullshit having podcasters, John. We're better than that, and we should know better. Here's the deal. We came on early. We should get to the let's rehearse. I want the whole dance routine set up. I want costume changes at the first and second act, and I need pyrotechnics in both Zoom meetings, John. But other than that, nah. I think it was fucking tits. Wouldn't change a thing.
Get your shot ready. Well,
I'm ready, bud.
You're welcome for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show continuing. For those listening live on the... You going to keep on interrupting? For those listening live on the Stereo app or watching live on YouTube, so if you are here now, regardless of the platform, stick around. And if you're hearing this later and want to join us in the green room for after show wind downs or want to throw some topics out there, email two-sidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, buddy.
Bug out. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle at Two-Sided Pod, all one word, and the Stereo app every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun. Here on Two-Sided. Love you, Pete.
Love you, buddy. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, John L. Peacock has now officially left the building, and holy shit, we're in the green room. Bam, bam, bam. I don't even know what that means, but folks, we can talk about him. He ain't here. Holy shit. We would never do that. He's a good dude. He's working the program. As long as the program works, program doesn't. It's a 12-step. We're not. It's supposed to be anonymous, and we don't bring it up in public. Anyway, it was touch and go, folks. We barely made it to the green room, but we're here now, and now this is the time where we get to pop through these packets. We get to see what John is leaving now, because everyone who's watching the YouTubes, we are also live on the Stereo. Is a phone app. Unfortunately, it's not on, like, they don't support PC anything. So on this, you get it on your phone. This is all the people who are leaving voice messages. Stereo.peacock.two-sided. I don't know. Look it up. But if you're on the Stereo streets, you can click that link above your head and we'll be on the YouTubes. So John is here leaving messages like only John can. And now we're going to welcome him back in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the party. Your friend and mine, the ginger with the minger, the man of the hour, the one with the power, John L. Peacock.
Yep.
It's fun. It's like wrestling for idiots. Pew, 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 pew. What are you going to do when the world's stupidest arms get a hold of you on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern? That's right, folks. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Witch Sandwich time on Wednesday mornings if you happen to be across the pond.
Give me the star.
You ask so much, I give so little. Make you an ad, shut your mouth. And I have messages to play, John. Give me now you'll give me a little fighting room. I got messages to play.
All right. All right, go for it.
Oh, Jesus, music. And now he's
said that like Bob Barker did 35 years. You proper made it sound like a prison sentence. I'm just saying. Just so you know, Bob Barker presenting Price of Right is a prison sentence.
I'm saying everybody has a time served, and they're going to serve time.
Little known fact that the Green Bay Packers, my Green Bay Packers, the world's Green Bay Packers, they won on Sunday, and you won't believe it, but that is the fourth time they've won. But in it being the fourth time, it was by 27-23. That is the fourth time this season that they've won by a number of 27 points.
This is
That
your
is
friend.
fucking mental.
This
There's
is your buddy.
I can't get my head around it. How do you win a game 27 points? And then this goes to the theory that every time that the Green Baggers win the Super Bowl, their quarterback is 27 years old. What's Jordan Love?
Okay. All right. This is where I see that he's truly John. You're not even, you hear me or not? All right. So you're not making eye contact. I just want you to know. I know you're posting things and doing the Lord's work, but I'm just letting you know, this is your friend. You got him on the 27 bus. He's now tying this into sports. At first I was like, you're derailing us with your fucking Green Bay Packers. It's like watching the red zone in slow motion. But because he kept saying 27, 27, and I tuned it out. But then it was like, oh, John, is that a thing? Yeah, they're now involving sports, but it's a good thing where music is a bad thing. 27, you die in music. 27, you live and succeed in sports. Is that a thing? John, look it up.
Fucking Troy McClure. Hi, I'm actor Troy McClure. Yeah, fucking just you need to have. See, the one that I did actually appreciate was Dr. Marvin Monroe, but that is an OG character, and he died. The actor that was him, he died, so they didn't use him. It was funny because there was this one episode of Simpsons, and it was like, oh yeah, which famous member of the Simpsons character stopped living, so therefore they had to end his character. And then they said it was Dr. Marvin Monroe after the outbreak and everything. It was like, and that is a lie because he was never popular. Like, fuck, that's a deep cut.
That's awesome. Didn't see that coming with the.
That's fun.
That's like a Family Guy cut.
That's fun. So, screw you, Muse, because you know who they beat. 27-23. Big old thumbs up, and it's the middle finger that's my thumb right at this point. Screw that.
27 Club.
He knows.
27 Club.
He knows what he was doing. He knows where I'm from.
I feel terrible for.
I'll be back.
But I don't care. I'll just say whatever the fuck I like. But the thing is, I've actually become a bit of a Nazi sympathizer. Not so much so you go to a KKK meeting, that's a bit too far. But let's just put it like this. A lot of Nazi Germany, they actually had to join the Nazi party. They had to join the Nazi, the army, the Nazi army, because if they didn't, their family would be executed. So, I mean, have I become a sympathizer? Maybe. Otherwise, fuck you. Just read a book.
No, you have not. I know that about you, and you're trying to be a fucking trigger warning. You're trying to get some shit going. Fuck you, Muse. I love you. But ooh, boy. No, there were people who were, it's like cake or death. Cake or death. I'll take cake. All right. Cake or death. Cake. We're running out of cake. Some people will always choose cake. Some people will always choose death. And those ones you can't blame because what they did, but at the same time, like, you should then, once you do, you should do things. You should then dessert and then try to get cake for dessert. See what I mean? Cake or death.
Tuesday night is the best night of the week because you
It
got
is,
the
baby.
two-sided podcast. You got my boy Pete. You got the red-headed guy that I don't remember his name because I'm too drunk. You guys have a great night on this comedy podcast. So funny, so fucking funny. Right here, whole stereo radio. Across this empty streets on the boulevard of broken dreams. Whole stereo radio. Whole stereo.
Greg, I love you, but I don't know if you're like broken dreams, if you're making like just an observation of the show because I feel the same. Hell yeah. Dude, I love you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving a shout out. Everybody look him up.
I think, and this actually does scare me to this day, you could beat your kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Time out. This guy, I don't know what he's fucking doing tonight, but here we have the elusive death cake. No more Merber. I'm just gonna call you No More. Faith, I'm gonna call you Faith No More. How about that?
I think, and this actually does scare me to this day, you could beat your kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going around saying, oh yeah, play it like fucking GTA. I'm just saying that, you know, to actually be able to punish your kids or, you know, I feel that there should be some kind of like, you know, emergency break glass, you know? I feel like there should be something. Because there isn't, look how all the kids are fucked. Yeah, says Lenny.
Bro, no, there's so many musings, bro. I know, but I'm saying you can because you see this is about the size of a cigar. That's what you get for spilling paint in the garage in my house. It's not true.
Okay, so I just finished season 3, episode 10. I was actually seriously, this is again more evidence I'm just a massive sports geek. I was actually thinking of blowing off Two-Sided Pod just to watch fucking Deadlands.
You don't.
Oh
No,
my god, I
that's
would
the
sort
thing.
my life
Come on.
out. But no, okay, so either way, okay, so it was like I said, season 3, episode 10. So I've got another
Right.
2. Getting sad. But they did say it's come back for a 4th season and it's focusing on a women's team. So it should be interesting. It should be
You start
interesting.
to see
Because girl
some of
power
them.
and what other shit, you know, yay, feminist, blah, blah. Okay, but either way, okay, so you find out that Jimmy Conrad, he was a defender for America.
Bro, I'm a defender for women's rights. What are you saying? You are just, bud, between everything you're bringing to the table, we're going to watch a different set of movies when I come out there, right? I'm going to introduce you to Boys on the Side and oh, let's hear it for the girls and Mystic Pizza. I'm going to curate the movies we'll do on the holidays around how you continue to respond. John gets it. John, don't change anything because you can still hear and talk, right? And you can play messages and we can hear messages and we can talk shit. Yeah.
Yeah. The speaker that's causing it to happen for the first time ever, really. All right.
Don't touch things. Are you touching things?
Oh, we're good. I just had to plug it in, and so it's not going to die. We got to go.
All right. One of the best things about John learning his place in the world is that he's confident about charging capabilities, and I feel like that's a lesson we should all learn and take away from. Hey, if you can charge, you can make it. Ain't that right, John?
100%.
What up, John? What up, Pete? Hope you guys are doing well.
What up, Lolly?
I made it. I mean, I made it towards the end, but I'm here. I made it.
Giddy up.
Yeah,
Giddy up.
she said a podcast. I have to go back and listen to the rest of it. But I made it here, you guys. Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad you're here. I'll be honest, the beginning part was kind of bullshit. John ambushed me. He bushwhacked me. I
bamboozled you.
I was fully bamboozled. There was tomfoolery and shenanigans being perpetrated all around. I was but a pawn rolling around on the sea of stupidity. It was only later in the show when I got my bearings and I was King Triton in the sea of stupidity.
Do you know what?
Keep singing! Oh no, I was Ursula. Keep singing!
Just your voice. Do you know what proliferated?
Jackson, we got him on a roll. Come on, John.
What is proliferated?
Proliferated. To expound, to proliferate, to expand, to let me clear my throat. Let me get on my soapbox. Let me tell you, let me mansplain. It's to be prolific to be well versed, to be the point of information, to be. I'm prolific in one-night stands, topography, and 16 of the 17 secret herbs and spices.
They never let you know all of them, do they?
Well, I've learned to use the other 16 to my benefit. I'm quite prolific in them, in the usage of them.
So it was.
Oh, fuck you, Colonel Sanders.
It was a line from a Subway poem, because they do those on the digital screen now. It was, I was proliferated like a lamppost to the sun. And I didn't quite understand the meaning in that.
Proliferated?
Yeah, proliferated. I was proliferated like a lamppost to the sun.
That's not what that means. Who did that? did they do their PSATs, John? Did they get the study guide?
Why are you saying
I was No, okay. I was proliferated. Because it's like your similes, you're proliferated.
That was the word. Yeah, that's what and it was in the context of I was proliferated, comma, as a lamppost to the
proliferated.
Sun. Yeah, that's what I asked you.
So I was the object of the proliferation.
I was proliferated. I was, something was
like the lamp to the sun.
Like a lamppost to the sun.
Like a lamppost to the sun. Well, folks, if you like what you heard, if you did not pass the PSATs and had to get into your third-rate backup school, leave us a message and tell us what you think that means, because holy shit, we're both idiots and have been stumped. John, if you like what you heard, if you don't understand what you've seen, if you don't know why you're still here, well, folks, neither do we. Got to tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your parole officer. We'll be here next week, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. That's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich time, if you happen to be across the pond on Wednesday mornings. John? Like a lamp, like a dog to the bone. I'm proliferated like a dog to the bone.
Possibly.
Like a dog, but no, because it's like a man-made thing, like a
Like a
Like a
kitty
dog?
to a lion.
Nope, those are still of nature. like a robot dog to a timber wolf.
Like a lamppost to the sun.
Electrical, man-made to nature at its finest primate way. To a gorilla in the mist. Ooh, gorilla in the mist.
Silverback, baby.
Remember? Yeah, call me Sigourney Weaver because I'm a goddamn gorilla in the mist.
There is a galaxy quest here. No, it is more of the light, right? The amount of light that a lamppost produces. And remember, back in the day, I think it's a more modern, but
so
like
it's lesser than.
Lesser than,
So
right? Yeah, I was proliferated.
John, you were proliferated by what, John? The countenance of your co-host, my boy Pete? Would you be a lamppost and I would be the sun? Or would you be a robot dog and I would be a Siberian husky? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
A robot dog's gonna win in that fight.
Oh, you come to my hood, John? You're not ready for the elements. And the elevation we're fighting at, yeah, you come at me one-on-one at a low elevation, yeah, you'll win. But if you come up to my hood with my pack, oh, you're gonna lose 10 times out of 10. And at that point, I've learned your robot circuitry. Yeah, it doesn't make for a good robot suit of armor, but it's good enough to get us past your bases and your forces and to infiltrate your IT department and then take over and work our way through your system, John. You've lost this fight. I don't think this went where you went. Get your fucking robot dogs off a goddamn mountain. Arrgh! Doodle money, bitches.
You do know that your bites cannot penetrate my metal, and the first time we meet, you're all dead because I got the laser eyes.
No, that's not. They didn't spring for that. I was in on the grant meetings. They said, oh, you know what? We could do it fully plated, but we were big fans of the of the Token series, and so in homage to Smaug, the dragon great under the mountain, we're going to leave one cheek in the armor. So anything under the neck, all the wires are exposed. So if you get your Timberwolves in there, good to go.
Well, that's perfectly fine because I also have a flying capability because I'm K9 from Doctor Who, because that's the only robot dog I know. And I'm just talking about what was normally
Muse,
there.
what do you think about this?
In Jimmy Conrad being a defender for America, you find out that yeah, he's got like Jimmy Conrad's cameo is the last time.
Are you fucking dating Jimmy Conrad? Is he paying you? What do you have to say about that?
Even now, you're saying CBS News. You're thinking Coventry Building Society Stadium. Just say it. Just say, oh, I found out it's not a stadium, it's an arena. There's a difference, apparently, but that's bullshit. It's a stadium, but apparently
no. The whole thing is arenas, stadiums. Arenas host Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids tour. Stadiums host your Premier League bullshit. Jimmy Conrad.
On a pitch.
We're not ready for that.
Not a field.
On a pitch. Get your boots, boy. Get your shine box for my boots.
3 things I care less about.
Go on.
Number 1, monarchy.
Let's hear it.
Number 2, sexual harassment. Number 3, monarchy and sexual harassment, and fuck all of this. But you guys are saying it. One that does make me laugh is newsreaders. There was one newsreader couldn't even say Epstein. She said Epstein. She read it as Epstein. That is some Ron Burgundy shit. She read it off a teleprompter or something. She couldn't even say Epstein.
Maybe she was
Epstein.
dyslexic. Hey,
hilarious.
Maybe she only read it.
It was no. She was. She thought about Epstein's monster because they were doing a fan fiction in the studio, and she was very specific. And she's like,
It happens. Hey, the quarterback of Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott. What's the city in Arizona?
Oh, Dak, Arizona. You're right.
That's right. Dak, Arizona. Yeah, same spelling.
Same spelling.
It's spelled Prescott, but it's pronounced Dak,
weird.
Arizona.
Weird. Hey, you want to hear something else dumb?
What?
I recently started watching Landman. It's on CBS Paramount, they call it. And what do you think about that?
This fucking guy.
Billy Bob. Is he too much? What do you think? Yeah, just finished the first season. The new one's coming out in November. That's fun. Okay.
Oh. Shit, we can't hear you. John, this whole playing messages is bad. Being this thing is bad. Whatever we're doing is bad.
I believe it is. It was turned up. It was down a little bit because I do have a subletter last week, so I turned it down maybe a little too much. Please give us some feedback. Worst Marvel franchise ever. Okay, that's not the feedback we were wanting.
No, but I'm looking at Mona because I trust her more than I trust you. Here's the deal, John. When Mona and I were talking about adopting a dog, and then you and I were talking about adopting a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel comfortable about either, but I went farther with her. I went to third base on adoption.
Okay.
Is that a thing? I don't know what that means. Too far. But the whole thing is I trust Mona. I don't know. Can't hear you. It's glitching. No audio. Horrible.
All right. I've done
Penetrated Metal is a title.
What?
Can we hear? No, that's. Yeah, John. I don't know if you pay attention to the goddamn amazing things that happen in the chat, but apart from what on her window proliferates.
I did like that.
Penetrated Metal is the title, John. I don't know if you can hear us. I don't know if you need to hear us. I don't know if you want to hear us. But if you don't, I've refreshed. It's not me. It's not me. It's John's setup. We know this has been a problem. We're doing a thing. Because our talking is not good. And we're going to go back to right now. We're just going to play a message and we're not going to talk. We're going to play some messages. Hear me out. Watch this. John, why don't you reset? Does anyone else hear them? Anyone know Mobra? Do you hear them on the YouTube? Doesn't matter if you do. It does matter if you do. But John, I'm going to play a message and see what happens.
No Mobra can hear us.
The 27 Club is interesting because, I used to be heavily into drugs. I used heroin. And I had a lot of friends that, of course, were using, because when you're using, you hang out with people that use. And, all of them, like the vast majority of my friends had, by now, have OD'd and died. I think I have 2 friends left from that area that had it. And a lot of my friends died around like 27. My friend that made it the longest made it to 34. And when I turned 35, I was like, damn, I made it to 35 and none of my other friends did. Like, it's weird. And I do think it is just the age, like how much money you have. It is. It's so much that it causes it, like, so it's not just famous people, it's average people too.
Right. No, it's everybody, but it's It is that bug, man. It is that grind. It is, oof, right? It gets you.
Yeah.
Some people, you know, you can, there's, no, that's a, I don't know. The thing is, if you have a problem, ask for help. Like I know that is one thing that I always tell, you know, it's like, I feel so fucking old. Like, oh, it's almost that like, well, if you're drunk at a party, call me if you have a problem and I'll pick you up and we'll drive you home. Like that, it's the same feeling, it's the same mentality.
Yeah.
No, man, if you're having those issues, like fucking reach out. Like there is a whole community, even us, like,
yeah, very much so.
Like let us know if you like, we're not going to help you and fucking be sponsors by any means, but we will point you in directions and help you. John posts some things to our page about for Al-Anon and AA, and you know, we've also done the suicide prevention hotline, and it's not as ironic when we do the AA. Like that's our. When there's a problem, there's a problem. You know what I mean? Right. And it's like, you don't have to be on someone's specific level of what I don't believe what half of my friends believe. I'm from a different political background from 99% of the people who I hang out with who are my close friends. But you don't have to put that before, like there is, you can reach out to anyone, right? There is no boundaries for needing help, for reaching out to anyone, and everyone can help, right? Just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean you can't help someone who needs help. And we're all here to help with a community. So, right, if there's one of the best things in California that I am a big fan of. We have our community health networks and the local communities, and it's all county run mostly, but they're state funded by the counties. State funding to counties. So there's tons of different events, and if you go to any county event, there's some badass shit. Like you get fidget spinners and erasers and pens and like different things, and yeah, because it's open to everyone, you get like hygiene products, and like here's a travel kit of like all this cool shit that you get from a hotel. Hell yeah.
Yep.
And now every time I go, you'll get like a Narcan kit or 2 Narcan kits. So and they're good for, you know, limited time. So, but every time you go, you can refresh and get free Narcan.
Yep.
Like it is, unfortunately, the world we live in, it's a good thing to have, but it's amazing that we have it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
I would say that a very strong commonality between us, and maybe a strong I'm going to go definite strong reason why we even do this show every week is our sense of community. And that's something that's no joke. That's something that you and I have talked, you know, in our 20-year plus friendship about, that there's something when, you know, the joke is it takes a village to raise an idiot, right? But there's something in that. It takes a community to bring us all up.
Right. Well, yeah, none of us are as dumb as all of us.
And I like to be as dumb as all of us.
All right. Fuck you. The others, you said that, but the whole thing, you said, you know, we're here because of, no, John, I'm here because of a court ordered mandate. This is called community service. 17,000 more hours and I can stop doing this goddamn show. I've done my duty to society, and I'm sorry for what I've done.
I'm not saying there's an NDA that exists, but if there was one, maybe you shouldn't be talking about this, my boy Pete. It's about community, right?
Here's the deal. I feel bad for everything I've done except for my judgment on your performance on this show. I have been spot on. I have been well within my rights. And may God have mercy on your soul for how I have judged you. Bully. It's been a long time coming, but God damn it. I know. No, can we go back to can you reset and I'll reset? Like, just go back to like we're talking on the phone again, and then we'll go back to the messages so we can figure out if Mona can hear. Let's pretend like you start unplugging shit and replugging but just for a second, like, don't get excited about it.
Do I look excited?
You look like a fucking idiot. You look like you raided your grandma's study and took her fucking curtains, made a shirt.
You look like you are handing out fruit leather that's homemade. Hey kids, I have a whole tool chest in my van, but I make my own fruit leather and I keep it in my pockets, and you give it out on the trails in local state parks. You look like you raid local community harvests. Like, oh, that's not a rotten pumpkin. That's a pumpkin that's ready for cooking.
You look like you're impersonating the twins from Dumb People Town.
Yeah. God damn it. Here's the deal. Both of those guys are specifically idiots, and together they make one bigger idiot. You know what? If you're going to be a sklar, you better be this sklar.
Let's scar it up.
All right, let's do a fucking shot, and then we're going to go back to these messages. You guys, we're going to figure it out. There's a small margin for error, and we're going to find it. Cheers. Bink, bink, bink.
Bagow. Yeah. All right. Do the thing.
Here we go. Ready? All right. Everybody on the YouTube, let us know if you can hear
these messages. Here we go.
Shh. Jesus, Muse. Shh.
My guys, my motherfucking guys. How you doing? A little bit late to the show. Just a little bit of jet lag from my constant globe trotting.
Look at you.
Look at you. Dulcet tones. Dull tones? No, dulcet. I'll go with dulcet. Love you, boys.
I would say dullard tones. Dullard.
Dull. I had to come back in. Jules, freaking love you so much.
No. I thought you were doing the thing of the unplug of the plug because everyone could hear you when you were going back to what you were doing.
I am going back. I just came back in to say, what up, Jules? No, I'm going back no, I'm ready to plug back in. No, we're going old school.
You're not listening.
Oh.
I don't know why you're plugging in because you're doing the thing where you can talk where everyone could hear, and it was the fucking.
Oh, that's what I was doing.
Whatever you just did. No, you could not talk. You could not talk when you just plugged in.
Right. That's the old style.
Pretend, John, right now, what I need from you is to pretend that you're going to take a piss and you set everything up like you do, and then we start to play messages and see if Mona can hear us as we play messages. No more can hear us. Yeah. No.
We're going to see if people can hear us. Yeah?
All right.
That's what we're doing.
All right.
There you go. Who's there he is, folks. Your friend and mine, the man with the homemade fruit leather. Granola is not a thing you eat. It's a way of life. John L. Peacock.
Oh, I'm really curious. What Hogwarts house were you sorted to back at uni?
Bro, full on. I just downloaded the Harry Potter Hogwarts game on and I am I looked at it because you get to choose and you have the things of what you are. I'm a Hufflepuff. And I was like, yeah, I should be a Slytherin because I like that. But I also should be a Gryffindor because, like, no, but truly, I'm a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, of course.
So everyone can hear that. Lolly can hear us. All right, perfect.
You gotta keep it proliferated.
Yeah.
Hey, under 18, you proliferate anyway. Hey, proliferate today. Like a lamppost to the sun, so are the days of our lives.
Hey guys, what's up? Spin the block, pop, pop. Checking in.
What's up,
and
Amy? How you doing?
I don't know. It's just late, so probably not for
Okay.
long.
Right.
I hope everyone is upright and digging in their heels a little because we're in for a wild ride, y'all.
Amy, thank you. Yeah, right. That is the same thing we say. Like, you better sit down and put your hands up because this is going to be moving, and we don't have a choice. We are strapped in. We are here every Tuesday. God damn it! Every 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Tell them
They
what they
don't
want.
pronounce it Prescott. It's Prescott.
Dang. Good. Never even said it. Thank you, Amy. Prescott.
I feel like she's from Arizona or Utah. Like she's from a definite Mormon community. Did you grow up or are you from said LDS proliferated community? Like a street lamp to the LDS prophet? Me asks knowingly.
What's the state that houses Las Vegas?
Nevada. John, it's also the only state that has legal prostitution.
Not in Las Vegas proper, but North Las Vegas. That's where you go. Also, New Mexico has a Las Vegas.
Well, Nevada. Say Nevada.
Nevada.
Right, but the thing is, here's the deal. Let me ask you about this, John. There's legal and there's illegal prostitution. Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
There's legal and there's illegal marijuana.
You continue.
Sometimes what you want, they don't have at the weed store.
Continue.
So what you have to do, John, you have to go to a little different place. You have to pay a little different price.
Are we talking Backstreet Beauty with the question mark being emphasized?
Well, here's the deal, John. I don't know where you go, but I know that I scratch my itch. I get the weed I want. Wow, did I just really make a reference to prostitution? You know what? It's not called prostitution. It's called sex work. And we all have to have a job.
It is the oldest
Listen
profession.
what I've learned from you, John. I think lollygagging is probably the oldest profession. Hey, you should do this. Oh, I will. Oh, but first, let us look at the job ahead of us.
So saith the Germans, very Catholic and also in some areas Protestant, but very Christian nation that fully legalized and regulated sex work.
Well, the thing is, John, I like to blitzkrieg all of my sex work, just like the Germans. I like to come in hot, fast, and finish way too quick.
Like a crystal
Spend all your
Nacht?
soldiers, like spend your soldiers on one specific front.
When you get to 2,
Wow.
it's a big split.
We don't call it 2 because we didn't know there was going to be another one. oh, we're talking about the fronts. I thought we were talking about wars.
Sometimes there's 2 fronts. I mean, you know.
My pronouns are Eastern and Western.
Axis and allies, yes.
Fucking John, do I have to fucking dress different if I go to different places? You guys are a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, definitely, you know, if you're using, yeah, get some help if you're ready. It's so hard to say, like, get help, because you can't get help until you're ready. You have to be ready you have to want to get sober, and I really want, because it's hard. It's freaking hard. I actually got sober at 27. So, you know, and I look back and I think, like, man, 2 more weeks. If I had been using 2 more weeks, I don't think I would have made it. I was a really bad point, but I was also like, I got to get sober.
Yeah.
It was one of my friends that died, and I was like, I got to get sober. This can't happen. This can't be me. This can't be what I do to my family. It finally clicked in my head. But yeah, so this 27 Club is when I got sober. Boom.
It's good.
Boom,
It's good
baby. Fuck yeah, Lolly.
Yep.
See, man, it's all, but like you said, it's all about where you are and how, like, what it is. Like, you can't force anybody. You want as much as you can. And that's one of the things, like, the whole Al-Anon of just like how the support groups of the people who, of just anything, because it affects everybody, right?
Yep.
You can't, if you disconnect, like, that's hard on you, that's hard on them. But if you, I don't know, there's a whole, I don't know, John. I don't know. What do you think about the whole tough love? Like, I'm with it, but I'm not with it. Right? I can't condone anything.
Yeah.
But I can't judge anything.
Condone nor condemn.
Exactly. It's very difficult. And like, I've talked to a couple of my buddies and like, yeah, maybe that's not good. Maybe I'm not good. Like, I'm not someone to talk, like, the thing is, like, people in that situation need to know, right? They need to know you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm looking at it like, all right, if you fucking do it safe. No one can choose for you. You know it's unhealthy. You know what it does. You know the things. Fucking, you can't do it with me. You can't do it around me. I don't want to be part of it. But call me if you need me. Let me know what's happening.
Right.
And I don't judge you. I love you. If you want to hang out, great. But I can't be like, you know, that any of that shit. Like, and I feel like that's bad. But I feel like people need people. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know that you're supported. You need to know you're loved. You need to know you have.
Yeah, my boy Pete, to people who themselves have not gone that route in any kind of way. Very, very close to me, family, right? One really went the support as much as she can, love as much as she can, and realize at one point she was enabling and kind of course corrected that, but just never went without love and without support. The other one went straight condemn pretty quick when that kind of stuff started, you know, messing their lives up
with the normal dynamic.
Yeah. And so I've seen both of it, and I'm kind of seen, you know, the pros and the cons of both because of it.
Yeah.
So I don't have a straight answer on that one because, yeah.
I just, it to me, and it's like, yeah, again, it could be a very naive point of view because I've only had this, you know, a specific interaction with these, you know, how it is for whatever. But I'm not working at a halfway house anymore. I don't have all the facts and the figures, but at the same time, I feel like there's a middle ground, right?
Yeah.
There's something everybody needs to know they're loved and supported, but at the same time, they need to know boundaries. I feel like and it's not, I'm not talking halfway house shit bullshit. I'm not talking about like fucking any of that, but just from your people, from your community,
friends
right?
and family, from your community, right?
Friends and family.
Yep.
Yeah, you can fucking crash at my house tonight, 100%. Bro, but you can't be here next week, right? Not because you can't, but because you shouldn't, right? If it was like, oh, we're on vacation doing, like, you can hang out however long, whenever, your family, for sure. But I'm not going to enable this. I'm going to give you a landing pad so we can figure this out to jump off and move forward.
Yeah.
Right.
And in some situations, you know, you're in the throes of it right now. I trust you. I don't trust what you're doing. And so you can't be here right now. I'm so sorry. I love you.
Right.
Call me. But like, unfortunately, no, not right now.
Right. Right. And then you can see that there's a spectrum of that. You see your friends in a lot of ways have that response like, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to go to the bar with certain people because like, fuck, and there's going to be a fight. Yeah. And you always back your friends. And now I'm going to be in a fight. I know there's going to be hands put on someone, like whatever degree that is, like, fuck, I don't want that in my life.
Right.
Right. Or there's like, oh, you're going to go somewhere far with someone who will leave by themselves or with someone. Like, fuck, man. Are you driving? Am I driving? And then at that point, am I fucked or do I have to choose if I fuck you? Right. I don't want that anymore. Right. There's a certain boundary. There's a certain, you support up into a point and you understand that point.
Yep.
Yeah, I always tell people that, like, you know, if you need help, I'm more than willing to like help you and guide you, but you got to do the work. It's up to you to do the work. You know, I can give you phone numbers to call. I can give you places to look up.
Yep.
You know, I can find treatment centers for you, but you got to make the calls. You got to do the work.
100%.
And you know, if you're just ready, come up to me. Or if you're just thinking maybe you're ready, that's a good time to go to rehab too. Like, you know,
talk to someone. Say some
like
words.
using again is part of, like, relapse is part of, you know, getting sober. It's just part of the program. You just got to keep getting back up.
Yep.
But I'm always there for people, like anytime. Like, you need to do something with sobriety. Hey, I got your back. You just do the work.
100%. Like that is the key to life. Not even fucking sobriety, not just like literally anything. Just get back up.
Get back up.
You get fucked for an audition, get turned down for a job promotion, you get denied for a job interview, you fucking relapse, whatever the fucking thing is.
You get fired for whatever reason.
Get fired. Get back up.
Get back up.
Just get back up.
Resilience, man.
Just like, you know what? Tomorrow is another day. Fiddle-dee-dee. Let's fuck with this. Now we have it in front of us.
Straight up. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, and it's a hard thing to sometimes process because when you can't get out of bed and you can't see the other side of the tunnel and you're broken, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's those moments you have your one or two people that you reach out to. Those people will be great. right? But know you have a community. Know you have. There's so many more people that you can reach out to.
Yeah.
Right? There's a whole network. There's everybody's here for you. So yeah. With that, bro. Have you seen Ted Lasso this season?
The one thing that does make me laugh about this whole issue with Prince Andrew or Abatumbe or whatever, really don't give a fuck. But the thing is, one thing that does make me laugh is
The Royals, bud.
all of a sudden it's all like, oh, he hasn't paid his rent for like 2 decades. And it was like, well, duh, he's fucking a member of the monarchy. He's not going to.
Right. Right.
I'm telling you, right. How you said, if you lose it, people will forget about it. You could say, if you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, again, let me get my code.
No, I'm with you. Like that's you have to flex your political, your clout when you have it. Because if you don't, it's like the same thing in podcasting. You have to post every day, every week, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Sandwich Time. If you're across the pond on Wednesday mornings, you have to do that. If you don't, you lose traction, John. Use it or goddamn lose it.
That's right.
How you said, if you lose it, people will forget about it. You could say, if you don't use it, you lose it. One that scares me about sexual harassment is I think I've always been a chicken shit when it comes to approaching women. So I never had to worry about sexual harassment because, give me some injection to give me more confidence because I ain't got it. I have not got it. But at the same time, would you? Probably not. So it's one of these things, it's like respect.
Bro, respect. Women are people, right? Women are people. Men are people. Your higher ups, your bosses are people. Everyone puts their pants on one leg at a time.
Your subordinates, your lower downs are also people. Yep.
Everyone is a person, right? So when you have that in your mind, you can talk to anybody, right? Give me 5 minutes, I'll see your mind.
Yeah.
Just let me put my dick on your shoulder so you can keep it on your mind later on.
All right, Pam.
Like we're gonna fucking think about this, Sean. It doesn't take a lot, and if you lose, okay, you lost.
Yeah.
Cool. Not a problem. It's the get back up mentality.
Yes.
All right, cool. High five. All right. And if you get 2 losses, 3 rejections of a audition, of a job, of whatever it is, you will have a different outlook.
Yeah.
It changes. I'm goddamn impenetrable. Teflon, baby.
Denzel Washington at a recent graduation speech. I think it was Yale, but he said, fail kind of as soon as possible, because that's the biggest lesson beyond this college that you are graduating from. But learn that lesson of failure because it will teach you so much moving forward.
100%, John. Other than the pandering to the university that paid him the fucking 6 figures to be there.
Oh, for sure.
Other than that, yeah, definitely fail. Like life is about failure. It's not about if you will succeed. Like it is inevitable. At some point, as long as you get back up, you will succeed. You just have to get back up, right? It's those devastating losses to like, I can't get out of bed. Fucking get up, man.
When you fall down,
okay.
You get back up again. Ain't nobody gonna hold you down.
Right? Oh, right. Magna cum laude ain't got nothing on me. He yelled at the graduating class of 2024. John Denzel, hell of a speaker.
What do we got? A couple more?
Got a handful of pops pack.
I've just, I've just clicked a piece on my boy Pete saying I'm a Hufflepuff because I'd like that as my text tone every time a message comes in. I'm a Hufflepuff. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'm a Slytherin.
Oh, she is Slytherin. You know she's Slytherin.
Yeah, that's why you kept my message as your fucking alert tone. God damn it. Wrecked again by a Slytherin.
Strap on and thrust in. Two-sided.
Oh, this is gonna pinch a little bit. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Breathe out so it goes in easier. 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Standard Time if you're across the pond on Wednesday mornings. This is gonna hurt us more than it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, we could all laugh. A black man said, "Color me silly." Yeah, I made I made a racial joke. Fun fact: I used to have a Brett Favre NFL jersey. I used to treat it like it was a holy, holy scripture of God. It was amazing. I had this jersey. Then he went to the Jets.
This
It
fucking
was
guy.
like, okay. Then he went to the Vikings. So I was like,
This
fuck this
fucking guy.
bastard. So then I started using it as a training jersey for when I was playing American football. And especially when it was raining. Because when it was raining, I wouldn't care if it was like, oh yeah, just rolling in the mud. Because it's like, yeah, fuck this jersey.
So what you're saying is you chose poorly.
You know what that says about my sense and sensibility? Good story. I don't care much for it 'cause it's period drama. That's a But no, okay. So basically, as I get older, my sense seems to be that I can't be asked to use a bin. So instead, I end up just eating I eat a whole apple, leave me eat the apple core. I'm basically a pig. I am a pig and I will eat everything. So I'll even eat the fucking apple core. I don't give a fuck. It's just like anything to stop me from using a bin. I'm caring about the environment.
Bro, that's something we're gonna have to establish before we go talk to ladies. Please don't eat the apple like a goddamn onion. And if you don't eat an onion, you're not a true American. You should eat it like an apple.
Yeah.
Core and all. Just cry like a baby doll.
It's as American as onion pie.
As American as onion ball.
We don't want to be looking through a glass onion because that's two Beatles.
I remember going to a fancy dress party, 27 Club. Jimi Hendrix. I went as Jimi Hendrix. He's part of 27 Club. Eerie. Let's see. Also, Amy Winehouse. She became a member of the 27 Club. She was there by the time, like, I think like about a month. I think it was like the month after. I've got to get new friends. Why the fuck are you making a fucking themed party? A load of dead people at the age of 27. But yeah, we did that.
I don't know what a fancy dress party is, but were you wearing Jimmy Choo shoes? Because when I wear a fancy dress, my footwear has to be in line, motherfucker.
That's right.
The World Series is the Toronto Blue Jays against the LA Dodgers. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? Let me know.
Rick. I want Rick from the royal family, but he still retains all his titles.
He just doesn't talk about them.
Yeah, no, the thing is, if you don't mention them, they don't exist. Thanks, Rick. Hello, my name's Rick, and I'm probably not going to benefit from this conversation financially. I'm Rick.
Prince Andrew spoke about his situation at a recent gala, saying, "I'm Rick, and I'm not probably going to benefit from this situation financially. So saith Prince Andrew."
Bro, you're missing the fact that Muse Lover said a fancy dress party. And I understand that means like you have to dress up fancy, but a fancy dress party to me means he's in a ball gown. Have you ever pictured Muse Lover in evening wear?
No, not yet.
John, hear me out. I know you've pictured him in the talent competition and the swimwear.
Not in fur, though. I won't do that.
Yeah, fuck that. Bob Barker all the way. Fucking spay and neuter your Muse Lovers.
Dog pound.
Doodle time, baby.
I don't know if I like agree with the tough love, but I do think that when if you're a friend of someone that's using and their shit is affecting you, you need to be able to set firm boundaries. Last time, when I finally went to rehab and got clean and everything, the reason I went there is because my parents told me, you got to get out of this house. Your using is going to kill you. It's going to kill us. You can go live with your dealer. You can go get clean. You can do whatever you want, but you can't live here anymore because you're affecting the whole family, and it's toxic and it's hurtful. And we want you to get better, but you can't do it here. So it's kind of tough love, but it's also just the people around you setting firm boundaries. And that's healthy for them to do.
With love.
100%.
Yep. 100%.
Like think about what you're doing and what you're saying and how that is with love. Yep. If you come from a place, and it's the same thing, John, that we always talk about. Like, are you religious? Are you spiritual? Or like, nah, man. It's just how I rate myself on different dating apps. But the idea is, are you a good person?
Yeah.
Do you want the best for the world?
Right.
And if you approach life with wanting the best for people and the things and the world in general, yeah, man, whatever your choices are, yeah. Are you, I don't know. I don't, it's blue, red, conservative, liberal, but whatever the thing is that's good for people. Yes. I want people to benefit. I want, as a place of love, I want my family to thrive. I want my community to prosper. I need all of that, and I will act in the way that happens, right? And if that means sometimes you take a little couple hits on yourself, all right, I don't need that for me, but you know what? It's going to help you with a boost. Yeah, I'm in, man.
I'll take the L.
I'm 100% in, whatever that is, right? I'll cover this one for the team. Yeah, you got it, right? But at the end of the day, how can we be better, right? I'm not good unless we are good.
Yeah.
Right? My shit is suffering and we are suffering. I need us to be better.
Are you talking about the podcast now?
No, truly, if you could get your technical issues really in check, it would be super tits for all of us involved. Fucking John, this fucking guy, you can't take him anywhere, right? You dress him up fine in a nice fucking button-down shirt. He does this. Fuck John.
This is my favorite shirt. I love this shirt so much. You were talking colors. The red and the blue, the purple, which is a lesser known thing of your reference, is also historically the color of royalty, the color of lifting everyone up.
Prince Rick, as we call him.
The artist formerly known as the symbol, formerly known as Prince Rick.
As Prince Rick. Yeah. You like my symbol? It was in purple. I'm not royalty now, but I was. My name's Rick. Have we met? Here. Let's go to a tropical island and see what happens.
It's not mine.
If you don't, if you don't like what you heard, if you can't believe we haven't released the files, well, tell your friends, tell your parole officer. We'll be here next week. Holy shit, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's right, folks. It's 4 a.m. Greenwich Mean Standard Time on Wednesday mornings if you have to cross the pond.
I think we're gonna go.
All right, bud. On that note. I got so many jokes that are so inappropriate. John.
What?
Two-sided pond.
TEWO.
Rally. John L. Peacock and my boy Pete. We rule the goddamn world. You guys get it. Fucking tune in. We didn't vote for him, but we're here for Tuesday. Tell us what you want. We won't give it to you. Take that.
Have fun, everybody. You're welcome for listening.
Next week. Cheers, folks. Bye now.